girl, you'll be a woman soon.
Welcome to part 2 of the story of how Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, created a community that hates her. In part 1, we covered Chantal's journey from 2016 to early 2021 and explored how she accumulated the first wave of reactors: Kiwi Farm, Zachary Michael, Charlie Gold, Michael B. Petty, Alexis Shook, Yaba, and others. At the end of the episode, Chantal had just come to the end of her dieting era and she was beginning her dating era on Plenty of Fish. Now let's get into her journey from Plenty of Fish to Kuwait and the people she pissed off along the way. To the people who are only here for FFG and the cats, skip to this timestamp for FFG's history with Chantal, and then to this timestamp for the events that led up to FFG taking her cat. On Plenty of Fish, Chantal met a few promising men, but they would fall through for one reason or another. Then in April, she encountered an Egyptian man named Nader al-Shami.
Egyptian guy that I'm talking to now. He's from Egypt, he's from Egypt, Alexandria, Egypt. And he's a chef. So he's always pushing me to come over and eat. He loves BBW.
During a Q&A in 2017, Chantal had told her audience that in her relationship with BB, she wasn't very adventurous in bed.
I don't think we really need to spice, things up. I'm actually pretty vanilla when it comes to that kind of stuff. Just like missionary gal.
Then after her first date with Nader, she said he was better sexually than any man she had ever been with.
I pretty much had no clothes on the whole time, which was so weird. I felt really, really, really comfortable because he knew what kind of body I had and he really knows how to work it. I've never ever, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be, I've never experienced something like that before.
I won't get into the details of their catastrophic relationship here because I already did a deep dive video on it. All you need to know for the purposes of this video is that Chantal went to Nader's house for a first date, they did a myriad of drugs together, and the next day Chantal came back and told her audience about what she considered a night of adventure, but her audience was not pleased with her reckless behavior.
Yeah, just because my idea of fun, I guess, I would say doing a couple lines of coke every, 10 years is not self-destructive. I mean, sorry, it's not. Cut him off immediately. I'm not cutting him off.
And one particular reactor would develop a deeper interest in Chantal's life.
I never even did anything to FFG for her to even be mad at me, to want to ruin my life. What in the did I do to anybody? Nothing, so that means that you're just a bully.
According to the Foodie Beauty subreddit, FFG started as a fan of Chantal's who would try some of her diets.
If I need to remind you that you built your entire audience under the pretense that you would be better than Amberlynn and I, that you would make a difference, you would show everyone how to lose weight, something that Amberlynn and I could never do.
But she has since deleted all these videos from her channel, and the first video that shows up now is a live stream of her reacting to Chantal's first date with Nader.
Can you guys hear me? Is everything okay? I've never done this before, you know. Hey. Okay, guys, now listen. I was gonna start with something totally different, but plans have changed. We need to discuss what just happened. Please tell me that everybody just saw Chantal's live. Guys, that was crazy. Why would she say that? What? I'm blown away. I'm sorry. Guys, we weren't gonna start with this, but I mean, that was a lot. That was, wow. So for anybody who missed it, Chantal pretty much came online and admitted to all the stuff and more that she had been doing over the last week now with the guy. she gave details. What she thinks were details, because anyway, I disagree with what she thinks was Molly, and I think anybody who knows that that wasn't Molly. Come on, that was meth. Spoiler alert. And yeah, I don't know though, to be fair, I don't know that she doesn't know that. Like, she might have been told that it was Molly, and I just don't think that she would know any better. You know what I mean? So I'm giving her definitely that benefit of the doubt, because I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think this is a girl who would have a lot of experience with that stuff, or would know the difference. But I'm telling you, when she said she had that orange pea, right away, I'm sorry, anybody who's done Molly knew that that's not Molly, or that is such poor quality, possibly, that it was cut with, I mean, such an amount of garbage that you can't even say you were doing Molly anymore. Come on.
Please be advised that the next section will mention domestic violence. If you're sensitive to the topic, please skip to the timestamp on screen. Then FFG started doing more reactions to Chantal's relationship with Nader.
People have been watching Chantal for years now. This is not what anyone signed up for. This came out of absolute nowhere. That's why no one's buying this, okay? Cut it out. This is sickening. I swear, I think she still thinks this is cute, or like she's living out some kind of like fantasy of a childhood missed. You know what I mean? Like she was the loser in high school, and this is her being the cool girl, doing all the cool girl things. You're 37 years old. In theory, you could be the mother to a teenager doing those bad girl things. You know what I mean? This is pathetic, Chantal. Enough.
Chantal's audience told her not to go back to Nader's house, but much like she was with her dieting, she refused to listen. Throughout May, June, and July, the stories she told about their relationship got progressively worse. She would drop hints that he was controlling, rough, and constantly on drugs. Then in early August, during a live stream, Chantal's best friend Shannon came into the chat and said Chantal had confided in her that Nader was physically abusive. Chantal got absolutely angry and blocked Shannon.
Oh yeah, thanks Shannon. Thanks for saying that, so that he beats me. I love it. Well, I'll never call you again, because, yeah, you're a liar, so I love it. He's not beating me. Oh, fucking shit, swear to God. I have, like, no real friends. Remove moderator, block.
So Shannon went into FFG's live stream to discuss the alleged abuse. FFG, who had also been a victim of DV in the past, reached out to Chantal and told her that she had dug up some concerning information about Nader.
I needed to get Chantal the info that I had. So many people are now like trying to warp this into like, you're cool with Chantal, you're trying to be her friend. What are you gonna do on your channel now? Like, what has changed? Absolutely nothing. I needed to get Chantal the info that I had. I did. Now I move on. Like, I'm not her friend. I don't want to say, this sounds mean, but I hope to never be.
Chantal took up FFG on her offer, and they had a private phone call. According to Reddit, during the call, FFG revealed that Nader had been in prison for stabbing someone.
He actually used to be a barber in prison for chocolate bars.
And he was linked to a circle of men who scam women for money and trade sex tapes that were filmed without consent. After the call, Chantal came onto a live stream absolutely furious at FFG for all the things she said about Nader. And in the middle of the rant, she revealed that FFG's ex hit her with a hammer. Chantal also gave FFG's number to Nader, who then called her to threaten her.
So anyways, I'm here to rip her to shreds, because honestly, she's a vile person. I've seen some really nasty shit she said about others. I have a question before I even start, before I show you screenshots. Am I the one? I'm vile. Am I the one who started a channel talking about her? I've seen some really nasty shit she said about me, like completely like when I was talking about like ex and stuff like that. Like, anyway, she's just like calling me names and shit, and then like acting like she's like really concerned that I'm being beat and I'm gonna die. Which one is it? You hypocrite. Are you gonna make fun of me and call me cokey and make fun of me, or are you gonna support me and warn me about my boyfriend? Which one is it? Anyways, I talked to this person on the phone. Was it 2 hours? It was an hour, like an hour and 20 minutes. I have the timestamp, but anyways. I just want to tell you right now, can you open this? She's actually like, I gave Dawn her number to message her because you know what? This is between them. Because you know why? She talked
and makes up lies. He has 2 houses. He has a crack den. Cokie. That's real nice shaming people. What else? So, first of all, most of you don't even know the whole situation. Fried Gorl lied about everything. I didn't want to say that, but she even messaged Nader and was like, do you know where I can find my ex? He hit me with a hammer and I need to find him. I didn't realize she was saying those things. And then I'm like, I've helped him with his paper stuff and I've seen everything. So I know a lot of it's not true. And she doesn't even know him. She's never even met him. She's never even met him personally. I said, well, did you ever meet him? No, not him, but his friend. He doesn't even know him. Never even heard that name before in his life. So I'm just saying, regardless, yes, I think she had my best interest in mind. So I'm going to say that. But because I know what she's been through and she knows what I've been through and I appreciate her reaching out or whatever. But all the lying that's going around just for like whatever.
From the look of things, FFG kept everything Chantal said during the call private until a week later when Chantal got invited into a live stream by FFG's arch nemesis Negs.
I just want to go on and friggin' roast FFG, man, with him. And then I'm done with her. Wouldn't it be better to ignore her? Yeah, but whatever. That's why I said I'm only going to do the one reaction for fun, and that's it. You guys know me. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not a mean person.
I've got the one and the only Gigi right here below me. And then below him,
Gigi?
You know her. You love her. Chances are you drove past her house or flew a drone past her window. Chantal, a.k.a. Foodie Beauty. What's going on? How you doing?
The live stream began with an animated cartoon of somebody getting hit with a hammer and Negs rapping this diss track. FFG, where's the proof that I robbed a video store and stole $10,000 from a funeral? You lying B. I'm out here stacking paper and you're stacking your BMI. You dare need a video looking B. Chantal liked the diss track.
Did you write that song, Negs? Did you write that song?
Yeah, it took me like less than an hour to do that.
That's a hell of a diss track, I gotta say.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Obviously, FFG got upset at Chantal, so she posted a video titled, What Was Said During Our Call, and revealed that Chantal had told her that Nader was a shoplifter and alluded that he essayed Chantal.
Interesting. And Chantal cannot shut the fuck up about the phone call. That, let me just remind everybody, she's the one who asked me not to talk about with anybody. And I said, of course, what is discussed here stays between us. And then she has the coke balls to come out and not only talk about what was discussed on that call, sit on a panel with 2 human pieces of garbage while they make a cartoon joke of something that I discussed with her at length on that phone call, the incident with the hammer, because I knew what she's going through, and I knew that would really hit home for her, you know? The audacity of that woman. And she told me this, it's like 2 weeks ago now. I don't know. My mistake to have said I would have kept quiet, but since we're all talking about the call. Koki is physically abusive, okay? He degrades her. He doesn't just hit her. He degrades her. It's more disturbing and like disgusting, some of the things, than physical abuse. Like, hang on, I need to sip.
From here on, Chantal and FFG became mortal enemies. Chantal rants about FFG at least once a week. FFG occasionally pops into Chantal's life. For example, Chantal was invited to model at a plus-size fashion show. FFG attended the show and posted the footage before Chantal.
Fine, because we can do commentary over the outfits. Okay, so Chantal comes out. This is her first outfit. Okay, wait. This is the first outfit, and I'm gonna be honest. In real, like in face-à-face, like real life, she's a lot smaller face-to-face front than I was expecting. Way smaller than I was expecting. I'm being honest here. Wait till she gets to the end of the catwalk and turns though. Whoa. Was that mean? Are they gonna call me a hater as? Of course they're gonna call me a hater as. I don't care. And Peetz was a lot more slim than I was expecting also for some reason. I don't know. B&E dress. No, it's got nothing to hide the chins. You stop doing it. Ow!
Fucking live streams about my fashion show. Like, this was an event I was doing, not you. Why do you have to make 5 streams about an event you were not even part of? You were not invited to? Like, why? Do you know what I mean? Like, does no one think that's wrong or what? Oh my god. Criminal, her stalking and harassing. Are you kidding? No, she should have just not shown up and been a fucking bitch. How about that? How about you put the onus on her? What did I don't want her in my life at all. She's the one involving herself in my life. Do you not get that?
And of course, FFG has Chantal's cat now. We'll get into that whole fiasco later. But for now, let's talk about the other woman.
Shut up, Dede. Just shut up.
While the whole storm with FFG was brewing in August, Chantal set up a YouTube channel for Nader. Then Chantal accidentally leaked Nader's phone number during a live stream. And in November, one of her audience members named Dede Lulu contacted Nader and asked him to invite her over for dinner.
How are you?
Who's that?
It's me.
It's you?
Yeah. You look very handsome tonight.
Thank you. I don't see your picture then.
I love the food you make.
I love it too.
No, I love it the most.
Oh my god. That's cute.
You could cook for me.
Really? I can invite you over if you want.
Yes, please.
Where do you live?
Not far.
Not far? But not today. It's night. It's late tonight.
Oh, okay. Soon maybe?
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm serious too.
You're here in Gatineau?
No.
What's your name?
I can't say.
You can't say?
No.
That's a good one. That's mean you don't lie.
Right.
I like that.
Are you enjoying your food?
I'm eating now. You don't watch me?
Yeah.
Chantal came onto live stream absolutely furious that Nader was having dinner with another woman, but Nader told her that Dede was just a friend of 11 years. In early 2022, Dede and Nader started publicly dating.
You're not my type, actually. We're just friends, just friends. You're just friends to keep me on the rope a little bit? You're a piece of shit. Have fun plowing Grandma Dede. Yeah, I'm gonna still talk about you. Of things that you've done to me need to be outed? Your lies? Yeah. I'm not gonna shut up. I'm gonna do more story times, actually. He's no prize. Why is anyone fighting over him? You think women are and below you? Women are gonna be the ones to bury you, buddy. I'm prettier than Dede. I know. It doesn't make me mad at all. I don't care. I'm too smart for you. This shit will never work on me. That's why it never worked. I have self-respect, doo-doo. Something you have nothing of. None.
But Chantal was briefly involved with them as a friend with benefits.
I don't know. We all ended up like he always initiates it. Of course, he like started spanking my ass, and then like she was like, "That's hot."
Throughout early 2022, Chantal focused her rage on Dede. She tracked down Dede's ex on a dating app and threatened to contact him. She asked her audience to harass Dede's sick mother, who was living in an old age facility.
Did I ask you to harass Dede's sick mother? Blackout drunk on a whole friggin' bottle of rum plus 5 rum punch? I don't know. I guess that's what I said when I was that drunk. Yeah, maybe. Whatever. So now you're gonna hold that against me for like a decade, right? Go ahead.
Dede said she was fired from her job because Chantal's audience called her workplace.
No, I didn't hear any leaked audio. Ew. What was it? Her confirming the 3... I don't want to watch it. Should I watch it? The audio is unbelievable. That's your karma, bitch. I hope you eat it up. I hope someone sends it to her fucking manager.
Dede lost her job because Chantal. Let's say this for the first time I will see it. Talking about private? You don't like somebody to talk about you? This person lost her job because of you.
And she's gonna say, no, it's not because of me, because she was doxxed a long time ago. Yeah, but your big fat mouth wouldn't shut up talking about
because
my
of
work.
You.
So your frickin' beezers were going to my work. So there you go, folks.
Nader and Dede would react to Chantal on his channel and make fun of her. Chantal would watch these live streams on her live stream, and on one occasion she decided to call Dede and showed her number on screen.
The same will say, I would love to talk to her face. Call me then. Let's go. Like, you're the one who blocked me. You're a coward. You can't even have a conversation. You can't even let me in the chat because you don't even want me in Nader's chat because you're so protective. Because you know he doesn't love you. You know it. Oh, she's going live, is she? Okay. Good. Look at her thumbnail. She looks like Ladder. She's obsessed. You're obsessed with me. Why are you talking about me? Like, she has to do a whole live stream about me, about her blocking me, really? Are you guys desperate? Shouldn't you be having right now?
And, he said he was going to talk about
I'm on the TV! What? You watch me on the TV while you're railing on the couch?
Of course I
Oh, he said to block me? Oh, you coward! Coward, just like Dede called you. Coward.
Ridiculous that she's talking about me. It's about me again when this was on.
Yeah, because you inserted yourself, you dumb loser. What don't you get about that? What don't you get about that? What don't you get about that? Yeah, you can say it to my face.
I'm glad you booked the trip.
Where's Dede? Go watch this. You want us to catch a light? She doesn't have me blocked. Coward. No, I looked at the phone specifically to make sure, and it said Dede, Quebec. It didn't say her number. Did you really see it when I held the phone up? I don't remember seeing that. Like, can someone confirm if, like, you actually saw her number? Because then I'll probably have to delete that part of the stream. Kitten voice. It said Debbie, Quebec, exactly. Oh, it showed in the beginning? Oh, yeah, it does. So, okay, even so, he's gonna call the cops after he literally read my phone number to people?
On more than one occasion, Chantal saw Nader and Dede having dinner on live stream and drove over to sit outside Nader's house demanding the stuff that she left while they were together.
Yeah, I'm at his house. He won't let me in. I'm not working for you. He won't go get my stuff. I have to wait till he's done live stream. Does anyone actually care about what he's cooking? Really? I just want my fucking TV. Honk the horn. I'm outside of his house, yeah. He's a lying piece of shit. Like, he literally said she's not sleeping there. When I get home, we're gonna Mario Bees. I'm gonna wait. It can't take forever, can he? I cannot wait to see them take a taxi to Adonis. Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Debbie. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Nader. I'm a piece of shit. And Chantal's a dumb piece of shit for giving me this platform. I'm leaving. I'm never gonna say I'm going to get the TV or my clothes or anything ever again, because I'm not. Have a nice life with you, broad. Bye! Let me get a good look at this place one more time. Oh yeah, no, I won't miss it.
Dede said she was filing a harassment lawsuit against Chantal, but Chantal responded that it was Nader and Dede's fault that she was crazy.
Right. Dede, honey. Oh, I wish I could, read you her message. Here's the thing. You have no choice but for me to take this action against you. Because Nader told you to? You fucking Guess what? Here's the thing. All of those messages I've sent to you is because you and Nader are responsible for me being crazy like this. You are responsible for worsening my mental health. The way you've played and manipulated me over the past few months is your fault, and I'm gonna prove it. I have all the transcripts. My therapist has all the transcripts, honey. All the transcripts. Yeah. You heard me freaking out every time. You knew you were the problem, and he knew you were the problem, and you kept egging me on, making fun of me on live stream over and over and over and over. Oh, you can fit both your legs in her pants? Oh yeah, I remember that. Don't you worry. You're gonna sue me? Okay, Dede, bring it on. I'm so ready. How are you gonna pay for that? With your Lachine freaking C.H. Robertson? Do you get lawyer rights or what? Huh? C.H. Robertson appointed attorney? Let's bring it on. Nader, you look like such a piece of crap. You never loved me. You're such a liar. Dede, you lie for him. Look, you guys are gonna believe them? Seriously? Number one, she lies for him. Making up Ashley for him? Oh my god, they're the biggest liars.
Throughout all these controversies over the years, Chantal always had a very loyal group of fans she called Beezers.
Hi everybody, oh my god. This is so cool. Hi Lambo. Hi Plain Cheeseburger. Hey Granny Joe. Hi Missy Moo. Hi Sofa King.
Hey girls.
They were arguably the most supportive group of people Chantal had on the internet. Whenever she went through a crisis, she would turn on a live stream and the Beezers would be there to listen. Whenever she got angry at the world, the Beezers were there to throw tomatoes with her. By all accounts, they were her cyber best friends. But much like any support structure, the Beezers had a breaking point. Chantal would end up alienating them for many reasons ranging from petty to serious. Karate Joe became a member of Chantal's channel in 2017 when she first started doing mukbangs on livestream. Over the years, they grew close. He was a moderator on her channel and she would call him her internet husband. In April 2021, when Chantal started dating Nader, Karate Joe was one of the most vocal Beezers telling Chantal to leave him, but Chantal would lash out at him.
Joe, what are you talking about? Jesus, fuck. Like, so no working on my traveling. What does that mean? Like, because I'm hanging out with somebody, I can't work on myself and travel at the same time? What's, like, I don't get it. Like, oh my god. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna ignore. Comments that annoy me, I'm just ignoring. Thank you.
So, Karate Joe decided to leave with this farewell message. Tell BBJ and Sam I love them and care for them, but I can't be a YouTube husband anymore. I try to help you with what you want to do, but you don't want my help anymore. Chantal just said bye to him and continued with her relationship with Nader.
Okay, Joe, goodbye. Take care.
Joe came back and was reinstated as a moderator.
Karate Joe, add moderator.
Then a few months later, Kiwi Farms dug up information that Joe was a registered offender who was convicted for first-degree SA of a child. Chantal's response to this revelation seemed to be more focused on how poorly the offenders are treated.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but like when it comes to offenders, registered sex offenders, I feel like, I don't know, like I just feel like this was in a movie I watched too called Little Children. Like, if somebody pays their debt to society, I'm not saying like, yes, okay, I just like, you know what I mean? Like these people will like just throw eggs at the house, go beat them up like all the time. And you could say, yeah, they deserve it. They're gross, whatever. But yeah, but come on. You know what I mean? Like, lock them up then or whatever. But just like, do you know what I mean by that?
Kaya Simons, a woman who had been a casual reactor of Chantal since 2019, accused Chantal of defending Joe.
You stuck up for Karate Joe. Oh, your ex-mod. You said numerous times.
Okay, this is where you're a big fat liar, okay? You can wear a pink bow in your hair and look ridiculous all you want, but the minute, okay, that was found out, he was blocked from my streams, never returned. He was never seen in my streams the minute he was doxxed and found out to be a sex offender. So you're full of crap, you're lying, and anyway, who are you? You may as well be sleeping with Karate Joe, Kaya.
People dug up information that Kaya's husband is also a registered offender for selling minors. A channel called What interviewed Kaya and her husband, wherein he confirmed that he had multiple victims.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to address the fact that all you guys, I mean, she has been, since all this come about, she has been going through.
Oh, I can imagine, and it's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
It is, sir. It is.
Yeah. I'm not gonna run from the blame from what I've done. I know what I've done.
How old was that person then? Like, can you tell us that? So is your beautiful lady there sitting next to you. How old was this person? And Kaya's gonna say they weren't really a victim, but how old were they?
It was a few of them, but 17, 18.
So the age of consent is 17. So how does that work?
It's
that was Nevada.
Yeah, it's the state of Nevada in the U.S.
Jesus Christ! And how old were you?
You
were 30, weren't you?
I can't remember. I was yeah.
Around that time.
No, I was younger than 30, I do believe.
Chantal later said Karate Joe blocked her on WhatsApp and other forms of communication.
Actually, no, I don't talk to Karate Joe. For real, I don't. He like disappeared. Like he like blocked me from like everything. Like I noticed like my name, like he wasn't on my list on WhatsApp anymore. So yeah, he used to just really message me and like honestly just get on my nerves a lot of the time.
SJam was known in Chantal's chat as the guy who sent large sums of money in super chats. There are records of him sending as much as $200 during one live stream. He and Chantal would eventually start talking privately in DMs. Then one morning, Chantal made a community post respectfully asking her Bizas not to show up to her house unannounced and didn't mention anybody's name in the post. Chantal's audience found out it was SJam who showed up to Chantal's house and they gave him a hard time in the chat. SJam defended himself, claiming that he told Chantal that he was going on a road trip passing by her house and he would pop in to say hi, and Chantal never told him not to come.
I feel bad and I hope he's safe. I just can't have people, and I feel like maybe I was just too friendly. I don't know. I feel like, did I give, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know what to say.
Later, SJam made a drunken video in a hotel room calling Chantal a slob.
Girl, what up? Place up, you goddamn slob. Fucking loser. You. And fuck you, Peetz too. Fuck you and your fucking everything. Okay? Hope you're in a fucking jail. You'll be definitely getting sued by me. Bye.
Then he posted an apology video saying that he struggles with alcohol.
Yeah, listen, I did already apologize for that. I was wrong of me to make those videos. I was drunk. I was upset. Not at her. I'm not mad at her at all. She's done nothing wrong. I feel like it's come out that way that I'm mad at her for something, but I'm not. I'll get into that though. For a long time, I did kind of have the false impression that we were a little bit better friends than just a beezer, and that maybe she would just. I didn't think it would be weird to wave at somebody who's been talking to you for over a year. We didn't talk a lot on Instagram, like I said, but we talked a lot in the live chat, and she seemed to really, she laughed at a lot of things I said. She seemed to really engage in me. I know I paid for that a lot of the time. A lot of the reason I sent her that money is I wanted to prove to her that I wasn't just another hater or someone trying to use her for something. I was trying to actually be a genuine friend and be there for her. I really enjoy watching her videos. And yeah, the last few weeks here, I did message her a few times. I want to say the one time, all those calling, she was on live drunk that night. And it was actually a joke in the chat that I said I was going to call her, and I kept calling her, and it was a joke that night. That wasn't actually me wanting to talk to her. The other times I did spam call her when I did. I don't remember how many times I did. There's been plenty of times. Like I said, I was drunk every time, and it was just to get her attention to answer my messages. I'm not into big women. I'm not a feeder. I'm not into a fat face. I don't know if I kind of take pity, maybe not pity, but I just feel like they need a little more love than other people. And yeah, I'm going to address the drinking and stuff. I never want anything more than friends from her. I'm not attracted to her. I think she has a really funny personality. I think she's a really good person. I think I didn't have any wrongful intentions doing that. But now that I've, obviously I've had a lot of time to think. I got hundreds of messages yesterday. It was nice waking up today to see a lot of people, not necessarily on my side, but were, being kind to me. Whatever, maybe I'll start making live videos, reacting to Chantal. Why not jump on the board or the bandwagon, right?
Chantal reacted to a live stream of SJam driving erratically while appearing intoxicated. She also went into his chat and asked him to stop the way he was driving.
SJam, like, why would he drive if he's drinking? Oh my god, he's speeding. I can't watch him, he's stressing me out. He's stressing me out. SJam, go pull over and be safe. He's like freaking out and looking at his phone. You're right, Aisha.
When reaction channels picked up the story and said SJam was driving drunk, Chantal lashed out at them and said they didn't know for sure that he was drunk.
So unlike some reaction channels, I'm not just gonna talk out my ass. How about that, Marge's sisters? Yes, but we don't know that. He was DUI beezing. We don't know. I think he got pushed to his limit. He called you last night. I didn't see his phone call till today. Do we know for sure he was drunk? He could have gotten Uber Eats. I don't know. I don't want to say. He was pretty erratic, but he's saying he got pushed to his limit with haters. People are saying he was drunk. We'll never know, so.
She received backlash for this because she herself has a long history of reckless and intoxicated driving. One time she hit a bunny with her car.
Oh shit. There's bunny rabbit hair all over my car. That's gonna haunt me, I know it. funny. I'm not laughing at that. It's just, oh my god, it's so horrible. I don't know how that happened to me, honestly. I know.
People are upset at her for laughing about the bunny. She made a community post reading in part, "I'm a big bad wolf for running over a bunny and laughing about it. Let me go hold a vigil at St. Joseph Street as a memorial for the roadkill. Man, do you complainers ever annoy yourselves?" Even her best friend Peetz said he yelled at her for driving while intoxicated.
I have extremely little sympathy for people who drive drunk. And yes, I fucking yell at Chantal once for that.
Even though Chantal had given SJam the benefit of the doubt when reactors accused him of drunk driving, later when she got pissed off at him, she called him a drunk driving loser.
What are you talking about, SJam? What are you talking about? I was obsessively harassing him?
Okay.
No, I wasn't. I messaged him once, which I told everyone about. So shut up. Go back to your channel, SJam. You fucking drunk driving loser.
In 2021, when the allegations of Nader's DV came out, Amber made a post with Nader's picture and a caption reading, "This is a narcissistic a-hole." Then months later in 2022, Amber randomly went into Nader's live stream and apologized. She wrote, "My subscribers call me a narcissist too. I shouldn't have said that, so I apologize. I do love Chantal, but I also find you and Dede to be entertaining." Chantal confronted Amber in her DMs, and Amber said her therapist advised her to apologize to Nader.
These losers. Because you know what? I see who's real and who's not. Amberlynn pops into his friggin' chat and is like, "I'm so sorry." She's the fakest loser on YouTube, and I can completely see what people see now. Like, it's so pathetic. So pathetic. She's a friggin' idiot. She goes in, what's his face's Squidward's chat. Plain cheeseburger. I hate all these She's obviously desperate for I don't know what her problem is. Everyone is insane. I hate everyone on this platform. I'm not even kidding. Everyone is fake as and you people want to call me a liar and fake? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, Amberlynn is not two-faced. She's fake. I can see, honestly, I don't even know how people watch you. To be honest, you're so boring. Go tell her another book and buy another journal. You idiot. Yes, it was her. I texted her and gave she's like, "I saw my psychiatrist and I've been having problems and they told me I should apologize to Nader." Oh, I'm sure they did. She is a pathological liar. I see it now.
In March 2022, Chantal did a live stream and went on a website called Omegle, which randomly connects you to video chat with strangers. While on the site, Chantal randomly connected with a young boy and she asked him to show his boobs.
Oh, India. Show Bobs.
Charlie hopped onto Twitter and called Chantal's behavior predatory towards a minor. The guy disconnected, and then she got connected to another guy who started touching himself on full display, which prompted Chantal to immediately close the chat.
Hi.
And people started reporting the live stream to YouTube, and YouTube took down Chantal's channel.
I'm here to hold some services for Foodie Beauty's channel, which has been terminated by YouTube as a result of multiple terms of service violations related to showing nudity on her channel. So let's do this, besties. Let's do it. Let's gather here. Get your candles ready. I hope you're all in your best. I even put a little, I don't normally wear a jacket for these, but she's got a jacket on. All right, pull out your candles, light something up, light whatever. I mean, don't get charged with arson or anything, but light a candle. And here we go. Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbyes. Here she lies one knew her worth. Well, I think she claimed she made like 15, 20 something $1,000 a month.
Chantal started scrambling to create a new source of income, so she set up a postcard club on Patreon asking people to pay $10 a month to receive a postcard from her. But within a month, her channel got reinstated by YouTube, so she abandoned the postcard club. And according to Alex, she never delivered any postcards to the paying members. 6 months later, Chantal started Patreon again, and Alex brought up the postcard club.
So we can do a little catch up on her community tab. Here is what she had to say regarding Patreon, because this is something that I have been talking about lately in regards to her kind of not really offering any content for the people that supported her when she needed it the most. Let's take a look at this community tab. I'm keeping Patreon. I will be creating a tier for followers of my journey. I will have a postcard club tier where members of that tier will get a postcard or a souvenir from everywhere I go. This extra support will also be great for funding my Beezing escapades, and then she links her The Beezer Show Patreon. Now, the problem with this is that the people that have actually paid the $9.99 to be a part of her Patreon, she hasn't really offered them any incentive to stick around. Ever since she got her YouTube channel back, she has completely ditched the Patreon, and those people that were a part of that are out of luck. So now she's asking those people that supported her when she needed it the most, gave her that $10, she's asking those people to reach in their wallet even more, even though she hasn't delivered on what she promised. She puts out so many different promises that she's going to make content, vlogs, anything really, another live stream, a private live stream, I don't know, but she hasn't offered anything to those people. And now she has the gall to come on and say that she's going to be offering other tiers for other things. So she wants you to reach into your pocket to pay even more for her to offer you absolutely nothing besides maybe a postcard in the mail.
And people started mass reporting Chantal to Patreon for being a scammer. Chantal got extremely angry and said that the postcard club had 6 people and it was not a big deal.
They both look like hamsters. Same eyebrows, same thin lips, same gerbil features. Yes, I'm in a moody. So my account is flagged. So no, Patreon, my account is not flagged. I want to know, last time I didn't even care because my account was back. I don't rely on Patreon to make money. So for those of you who are taking the time out of your day at 4 a.m. to mass flag Patreon and be like, this woman's awful, do not let her on your platform. Meanwhile, the fact that you're doing that is awful. You hypocrite, loser. So I want you to know what the definition of a scam is, okay? A scam is purposely knowing that you're trying to fucking out people of money. The postcard club, I had 6 people in it. And after YouTube takes 30% of that, I get all. I don't even notice. That's probably 1 pannier dinner. So no, I don't rely on the postcard club scam money to scam you all. Ordered a whole bunch of cute postcards. Me, it's not a scam when I go through, you know, the reactors say, oh, I know her cycle so well. So then maybe you should realize that I'm in an unproductive part of my cycle where my depression is so great, I don't even want to wipe my own fucking ass every day, okay? So you'll get your fucking postcards with glitter. And you know what, Alex, you freaking weirdo, whiny voiced weirdo, you're not even part of the postcard club using buzzwords that are not true but are detrimental to my reputation. Actually, I don't even care. Do I even have a reputation? No. I'm your content, bitch. So you're covering a scam then.
While on a rant about Patreon and Alex, she threatened to go after another reactor she recently became aware of, Pulpy Syntax.
I'm tired of reactors using my entire video. I've already warned and still people do it. I understand. I didn't realize to the extent that people do it, but people like Pulpy Syntax. I know he's very much loved, and if I went after him, oh, the havoc people would wreak or whatever. But honestly, this is my content. So if you love Pulpy so much, how about you just hang out in his live stream with him? Talk about the day, Pulpy. How's your day? How's your dog? How's your uncle Roger? That's how it works. That's how it works. That's all I do. I get on here with my old personality that's such a bully that you need to report me to Patreon.
Pulpy Syntax is a second-generation reactor who first encountered Chantal's content during that True Crime and Cheese saga. But he didn't start reacting to her until months later in 2020.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I thought it would be a nice idea to have a look at one Miss Chantal Marie, also known as Foodie Beauty, who came onto my media consumption radar about the same time as Amberlynn Reid. Particularly, I remember the cheese cemetery being picked up and talked about, and that kind of led me into reinforcing, wow, what a world these vloggers kind of create.
When he started reacting, he mainly flew under her radar, and around that time she became aware of his reactions and ranted about him. He had just called her out in a news scandal involving victims of a different tragic event. In May 2020, there was a shooting in an elementary school in Texas. 6 days after the event, Chantal did a live stream karaoke and said she was making a political statement by singing along to a song called Pumped Up Kicks. According to the artist, the song is written from the point of view of a guy who's planning a shooting. The chorus of the song repeats the lines, "All the other kids with the pumped up kicks better outrun my gun, run and run faster than my bullet." She called this a new American anthem.
I never knew what the song was about until recently, I swear. I was like, what? It got asked off of me. So I'm just gonna pretend like I don't know what it means. I like the beat. America, this is your culture. This is your new anthem.
There was a huge negative reaction in the community calling Chantal insensitive. Pulpy's main issue seemed to be the fact that Chantal suggested that the American voters were letting the tragedies happen by not voting for better laws in mental illness care.
I made uncool comments about the school. No, I didn't.
Okay, she's gonna bring up the 5-hour drunk stream where she was. This is not a paraphrase. This is kind of a direct. This is kind of sort of verbatim. Let's throw back to an iconic quote. This is kind of sort of verbatim, where she had said that "Pumped Up Kicks" rather should be the American national anthem because of the tragedy that happened in Texas. So anyway, her audience is going to bring that up here. Just a note.
I specifically said, I don't like your gun laws. They're bullshit.
In a way you said that, but in a way you also kind of came across as a total bitch blaming your audience for all of that, and essentially blaming your American audience for those things existing and not being changed. So that's how it came across, and yeah, not cool.
2 days later, she made another live stream and played the song again and went into an emotional rant about how the victims are raised by mothers who don't care about them.
These children deserve a life. These children
Mom,
deserve a fucking life, and they're being brought up by mothers who can't afford to fucking work more than minimum wage. They don't give a fuck about their kids because they can't afford to.
Hold up. I'm sorry, we'll slow it down for you.
Children deserve a life.
Hey Foodie, how about you take that 15k you were just spouting off about an hour ago in this live stream and donate that shit. Go and do something for your local community or just your community at large.
In a world of the free, in the land of the free, I would give my life for every single one of those kids.
No one's asking you to. How about, shut up and give back? Cool, great. Let's start there. Let's start real small.
Every single one of them.
Did she just blame mums? Yeah, by the sounds of it. She blamed mums who work minimum wage and who don't care about their children.
While we're on the topic of Chantal offending Americans, let's quickly discuss this incident. While the whole Nader saga was unfolding, a man named Gary Unfiltered started reacting to Nader's videos, which pissed Nader off. One day, Nader decided to react to Gary's live stream in real time. Gary used this opportunity to call Nader out on his lies about being a professional chef. In response, Nader stood up and flexed his abs while asking Gary to show his fupa. Gary replied that Nader's girlfriends, Chantal and Dede, also have fupas.
Show me your resume, I show you my resume. Show me your income, I show you my income as a chef.
I've never been a chef, and you've never been a chef either. You stated that publicly on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
You said it yourself. You
Right.
was a busboy.
That's right.
Look, Stand up like this.
I did that earlier.
Show me your fupa. Stand up.
I have no fupa. Your girlfriends, both of them have fupa. So.
Are you shy? What is flat like this, buddy? You have idea?
That's your stomach. That's your stomach. That's not a fupa. I can do that too. Here's the thing, string bean. I got meat on my bones. I actually eat real food.
There you go.
I mean, I eat meat too.
That's
Go
right.
against people, their diets, that and this, that's fine.
2 days later, Chantal went on a rant calling Americans inbreeders.
Now a Southern person is going to come get it, right? The Whitaker story. See, they're inbreeders. There is inbreeding in West Virginia. It's a thing. And I'm sure Gary, since he's from there, and he looks like a fridge, is inbred. Guaranteed. Sue me. It's just a theory. And it's not to be insulting. It's an actual American condition. The Whitakers are a prime example. People inbreed with one another. It's a thing. It's the soft white underbelly of the United States. And Gary, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be ashamed of, Gary. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
A woman named Rose Thorne had this response for Chantal.
He's going in and throwing insults at Gary because he's talking about Nader. He's reacting to Nader. So after she came into the live stream insulting Gary, she made a community post. I want to show it to you guys. And I'm glad that I'm up to do this react of the community post, because knowing Chantal, knowing her slimy ways, she's probably going to delete this. She's not going to leave this up. So I want to capture it before she does that. I don't want to give her a chance to delete the evidence. I want to get this before she wakes up. So let me just go ahead and refresh so I can get as many comments as possible. So here's what her post says. And she posted this 2 hours ago. She says, LMFAO, that reactor guy is from West Virginia. Inbred, I knew it. You got a purty mouth. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Love you. So you're throwing shade at Gary from being from West Virginia. Chantal, I'm a Southern woman myself. My grandmother was from Kentucky. My grandfather was from Tennessee. Then my grandparents moved to Florida and had my dad and his 2 brothers. Do you understand me? I come from a Southern family, a big one. And I don't like the fact that you're going after people in the United States, people who happen to be Southern. I don't think that's right. You're Canadian, got nothing against Canadians, got nothing bad to say about people in Canada. But there you are in Canada judging people in America that you know nothing about. And can I just say this from experience? Southern people, we got a whole lot of common sense, okay? That's something that you lack in your life. Common sense, you don't have a whole lot of that. All the money in the world that you get and you still can't buy that.
Around the time Chantal's channel was terminated in March, a new reactor named Gorlic Bread, aka Ryan Moody, joined the community. Some viewers quickly got peeved by him because he seemed to have an agenda to defend Nader. The first video that's still up on his channel from June 2022 is basically him making a point that he doesn't think Chantal has been physically harmed by Nader because she looks happy around him.
Because up until now, I've shown you obviously, pictures of her crying, saying she's moving on, never going back to this, pictures of her saying that this is the person that's harmed me, saying that she's lying and protecting him, obviously being very confrontational with her viewers, but not with him. And I offer all of that to you because I want to show you 2 separate videos on his channel that she filmed, edited, and supposedly could have even uploaded, and how she acts around him in those clips.
Thank you. Also, I made this before in video too.
That's good.
Now I'm going to ask you, in all sincerity, do you not see a difference between that person and the person that was chatting with their viewers this morning? Does that person you just saw in those videos on Nader's channel have the mannerisms, emotions, facial expressions, voice of someone that is afraid of the person they're with, that has been harmed by the person they're with, that is lying to protect the person they're with, that had to go to the police about the person that they're with, because I personally don't see it. Now, what I will offer to you is maybe those two adults did have a consensual relationship.
I would like to note here that there's video evidence of Nader hitting Dede, but Dede still acts happy during live streams with him. So using somebody's behavior in public as proof that they're not being abused in private is a little misleading. Anyway, Gorlic Bread continued to make videos about Chantal until September, when he did a live stream and one of Chantal's reactors named Just Breezy came into the chat and asked him to address their engagement. Gorlic Bread did not respond. Instead, another reactor named Jessica Messica replied saying she and Gorlic Bread had been having a thing and he was talking crap about Just Breezy to her. In the chat, Just Breezy kept insisting that she was in a relationship with Gorlic Bread.
I'm kind of upset right now, and this isn't something I would normally do. I was just in Gorlic's chat, and Jessica Messica was going off on me and saying all this stuff, and my heart's actually really broken right now. Gorlic Bread and I have been dating, and he's somebody I love very much. He's somebody my daughter loves very much. We went through something, and I haven't stopped caring. I haven't stopped loving him, but we had plans for the future. And so to hear that she's saying she talks to him every night, I don't understand that. Jessica, let us go whatever we're going through. You know, we had plans for our future, and I still plan on the future with you. Whatever we're going through, I know that we can make it through this. Jessica, I have nothing against you. Was I a little bit jealous as a woman? Kind of but then I kind of saw, you know, you are funny and you are likable, and I get why he would watch you. Again, I've been with Gorlic Bread since March. You know, my daughter loves him. He loved my daughter. I still very much love him. Like, I'm not here to out anybody or to like dish any tea or anything like that. It's just like my heart absolutely was shattered. I don't think Gorlic likes Jessica though. He told me he doesn't. He said that she's just funny and she's nice and like, you know, why not hang out in everybody's chat? And I believe him. I trust him.
Hi guys, here is where I originally told the story of that chaotic love triangle between Gorlic Bread, Just Breezy, and Jessica Messica. However, I cut it out because it shifted focus off of the main subject of this video, Chantal. But since I researched and wrote the story, I'm still going to upload it as a shorter bonus video. The thread of that story that is relevant to Chantal is this one. Information came out that Just Breezy had alcohol issues and had given custody of her daughter to her father in order to go to rehab. One of Chantal's beezers, Missy Moo, criticized Just Breezy, and Just Breezy responded saying Missy Moo wasn't that much better of a parent either. Chantal hopped in to defend Missy Moo in a post reading in part, "Hey, just boozing. Missy Moo is a better parent than you'll ever be. You still need Gorlic Bread to buy you groceries. I'm sure it's hard for Missy Moo as a parent herself to see you give your daughter away for the bottle and also offer her to Gorlic Bread if he marries you." Chantal's audience was immediately offended by that last sentence. They said Chantal was implying that Just Breezy was going to let Gorlic Bread sleep with her young daughter and accused her of sexualizing a child.
These people are dumb. And then Sarah Jane comes in and she's like, talking about some stupid thing, and I'm like, sexualizing a child? Why do people all go up for that right away? Sexualizing a child. No, I said that Breezy was a parent for giving her kid away to her dad for the bottle. So what? I'm allowed to have that opinion. She calls me things every day, and she goes after Missy Moo.
Throughout 2022, when it became clear that she wasn't getting Nader back from Dede, she started telling stories about a myriad of men that she was sleeping with. Then one day in September, she came on and announced that she was sleeping with a married man with children.
No, I had sex 4 times with a married man today.
When she received backlash from her audience, she got very angry and doubled down, saying he doesn't love his wife anymore, and she also doesn't care about the wife because she doesn't know her.
Anyways, he's married and has children in Turkey anyways. What? He doesn't do his wife, so. I didn't know he was married. And he said, of course I'm married. Like that. Of course I have married in Turkey. Or of course he said I was married in Turkey. I have 3 kids in Turkey. He has a different life here now. I'm his Canadian wife now. I'm kidding. He's not married. Well, I mean, yes, but it's not what you think it is. Who cares if he's married or not? Let's put a candle. Lambo, 4 times man's wife. Candle for her. You've so many men to sleep with. I know, but he's my favorite. I like him. Disgusting new low, Chantal. An imaginary low. 3-year bees are stunned. Holly, I don't think you heard a single word that I just said. If you're a 3-year beezer, did you not just hear me say he's not married? Like, he was married. We don't know. He might be separated, whatever. He doesn't love his wife. They're not in a loving relationship. It was an arranged marriage. So, what's your problem? Can I know? No, I don't care, because I'm not doing anything wrong. His wife is 8,000 kilometers away, and it was an arranged marriage that they don't love each other. He's here looking for another girlfriend. And if it's lies, I don't know it, so who cares? Honestly, no, I'm not really thinking too much about it. Like, it's just somebody I'm liking right now, honestly, that I'm seeing, and that's it. It's not as deep as that. That's what I'm saying. Why does everything I do have to be a moral, like a huge moral inadequacy thing? Like, why can't it just be what it is? Why can't we all just have fun? You know, I'm not ripping a man away from his fucking poor wife and 3 kids in another country. That's not what I'm doing at all. He's telling me that things are done with them and he was only ever with her as an arranged thing or whatever. The way he made it seem, it's not, you know, I think people don't really understand how things work in other countries, that's all. Like arranged marriages and all that stuff. It's not as black and white as that. I just own it. People sleep with married men every day. No, but I'm not going to own something that's not true. You know, like, I'm not going to do that. Just because you have your mind made up about me that I'm home wrecking, that's not the case. So you can think what you want, but that's not the case. And if you think that of me after being a beezer for that long, then maybe you're not really a fucking beezer. Because, like, why would I do that?
Then within days of her affair with a married man, she came on wearing a hijab, saying she met a different man, a 29-year-old Salah from the Middle East. She announced that she was changing her values to become a more reserved woman, and she deleted a bunch of videos from her channel.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello guys. Welcome. Let me turn down my AC. Welcome to a video. Yes, this is very surprising, I'm sure, for a lot of you guys, and it's not a live stream. I'm trying this out, in all honesty, because you know that I have been very overwhelmed with a lot of attention in general, I guess, that I'm getting online. I know that I need to have some negative with the positive. I know that I will be forever remembered for my rages. I always have tried to do what I felt was the appropriate thing to do when it comes to criticism. I mean, I started a YouTube channel. I was just throwing myself into this, and I really just never imagined what kind of world it was, and I really had no idea. So, as you can see, I purchased my first hijab today. This is just a 2-piece set. I could do more videos on that another time. I bought a nice pin for it, even though this is already it's already molded or whatever you want to call it. It's already fit. It's a 2-piece, so I don't have to do the wrapping, is what I meant to say. So I don't really need a pin, but I think the pin is so cute. And it's actually really comfortable, and I'm actually surprised when I put it on how it just fit and just felt nice. I feel good being covered. I'm a little bit insecure about my hair loss, and I just feel more secure being covered. And I have decided to try to adopt different values, try to be more humble, because at the end of the day, when you eat all of the paneer and you eat all of the fried chicken sandwiches and you sleep with the world and you do all kinds of things that are just temporary gratification, you realize that
there's just, at the end of the day, there's just only so much temporary instant gratification and bad habits that you can chase. And at the end of the day, you're still just left with what now? So I feel like things that are more important to me are starting to be our values and principles and things like that. And I really just kind of want to start actually doing the legwork and turning a new leaf. Now, I'm still Chantal and I'm still Foodie Beauty.
Over the span of a few days, she was already talking about marrying Salah and having him take care of her.
He wants to buy me a ticket for a month to go and he wants to get married. But he's like almost perfect in every way. Like the men in that culture take care of everything. And you know what? I fucking love that. I want to be taken care of, guys. You know, it's nice to be worshipped. He calls me goddess and he's like, I love it. Beautiful hair and beard, black, and beautiful teeth, and looks at me and just like, I can't wait till you're here, baby. And just his body, and yeah, he probably would have another wife. Would I be okay with that? Maybe.
Her audience was concerned that Salah was not really interested in her and he was just a scammer. But Chantal got very angry and said she was pretty enough for a man to want her.
Where is your proof? Where is any evidence that I'm being scammed? When I talk to him all day and I don't have to pay for a single effing thing, a single thing. Where am I being scammed? I could quit my job today and he would take care of me. Where am I being scammed? Where? And he wants me to move in with him like after we're married? You think I would actually go with a scammer? You people actually, like, your problem is you don't know me. You think that I would actually, like, you know, he's interested in you. That's the one red flag. Name one reaction channel that's better. I'm sorry, but again, I'm funny, I'm pretty. Not very humble by saying that, but I'm just saying, like, how do people, like, seriously, I could name you 10 things why people would want to date me. I'm trying to think, if I do go to Kuwait, I'm probably going to go for like 3 months. I know you guys are going to hate me because I'm going to be leaving my cats, but they're going to be well taken care of, like really well taken care of. And I was thinking of doing like a 90-day reverse visa.
Less than a month later, on November 2nd, she flew to Kuwait to meet Salah. Then about 4 days later, she announced that they were married and they started a couples channel called Salah and Chantal.
Hello guys, we just finished from the marriage contract and we are going home to celebrate.
Yalla.
Wedding party.
Hi guys, so I just decided to put together a few snaps of our courthouse wedding bees. I know it doesn't look like much to some, but for us it meant everything. It was very special because I was, well, for me at least, I was marrying my soulmate, and I know Salah feels the same way. And mashallah, mashallah, I am so happy. And I just want to share a little bit with you guys. We went to a courthouse. It was not a religious wedding. It was just done at the court. We're more focused on the legal side of things, just being legally married. And we'll have a wedding at some point, maybe in the future, inshallah.
Shortly after, Chantal reverted to Islam.
I was in the middle of a very abusive relationship, and I thought I was losing my mind. And I woke up one day and just felt an immense amount of peace, and I didn't know why. I felt at that moment like I started finding my way to Allah. But as a Christian, I didn't feel connected fully somehow, but I couldn't quite place my feelings. Months later, after nearly giving up on love, God sent me Salah, my beautiful husband, and I went to Kuwait to marry him. Salah is a Muslim man. Shortly after being in the Middle East, I became a hijabi, and I can't explain the level of peace I now felt, and love, and just total acceptance in every way, support from my husband and from God. And for this, I owe Allah my life. I decided that a life of servitude to Allah is what brings me the most peace.
Chantal's sudden marriage to Salah pushed away 3 of her hardcore supporters. Through all the Nader chaos, Chantal had a trio of supporters named Plain Cheeseburger, Lambo, and Sofa King. They were collectively known in Chantal's chat as the Holy Trinity. In November, when Chantal decided to fly to Kuwait to meet Salah, the Holy Trinity were upset at her impulsiveness. Unlike the other Beezers who left with a stink, the Holy Trinity quietly slipped out. They simply stopped showing up to her live streams. In response, Chantal made this community post. "Oh, Beezer update, the Holy Trinity is officially not welcome in chats. If you can be fair weather supporters, then maybe you never had my best interest in the first place. That's how I roll. Might seem cold-hearted, but remember, I did nothing wrong to them or anyone else but live my life. And I'll say it again, you're under no obligation to stick around. No apologies will ever be made for me living my life the way I want to. Peace." A channel named Snarky Priest contacted Lambo on Instagram, and this is a statement from Lambo basically saying that they think the entire thing with Salah is a scam and they can't support Chantal's erratic behavior anymore. Less than 60 days after landing in Kuwait, Chantal got into a public feud with a local man. On January 2nd, 2023, Alaa Shabib, a random man claiming to be Salah's friend, posted a video asking people to subscribe to his channel to get it to 1,000 subscribers so he could do a live stream to expose the truth about Chantal and Salah.
Are you ready to hear the story for Salah and Chantal? I have the truth. Just follow me. I need 1,000 subscribers to get live. After that, I will start to give you the real story, the real everything. If you need to know the truth, follow me.
He then went on a live stream chat of a reaction channel called Damn It Danny to say that their marriage was not legal and talked about his experience camping with them. He said Chantal was not helping the other wives with cleaning and preparing food. Chantal posted a response with Alaa's wife as a thumbnail and a caption calling her a
Okay, here's the truth. You want the truth on Alaa Shabib? Follow me. Okay, number one, do not listen to this guy. He is the biggest loser in the Middle East, all right? We're eating dinner, and we get alerted to the fact that a loser reaction channel sit there 5-hour live stream asking Alaa what I smell like. Are you kidding? I smell better than your wife. She smells like a dirty dog, all right? And she snores like a pig. You, Alaa, Sharmuta Hanzir, you're not gonna get away with it, buddy. This guy is trying to get subscribers by lying because we ignored him. You wanna know why we ignored him? Because he's a piece of crap, and I'll tell you why. You are fat, Hanzir, Sharmuta, disgusting. Did you see him? He has a bigger fupa than me, bigger boobs than me, okay? Salah and him were friends for like ever. This is a Shannon. This is a Middle Eastern Shannon, okay? Salah's been ignoring him. Doesn't want to be his friend anymore. And he's jealous of our YouTube success because if you check out his crappy YouTube channel, he gets 6 views per video. So he's trying to make money. What's the matter, Alaa? You're mad that your wife has to work? He provides for me. You can't provide for your wife, so she has to work at a friggin' retail store. But he's jealous. So he's doing this. He's jealous and he's mad. You know why? Because when we were camping, he tried to get my phone number behind Salah's back. He asked me for WhatsApp. He asked me for my number. They don't even sleep in the same bed. Him and his wife. We went over to visit once. She was snoring like a friggin' cow in another room. And I'm like, so we're camping. He asked me if I have WhatsApp. He asked me for my number. Salah freaked out and didn't want to talk to him anymore. And then he didn't really, what sealed the deal was that now he got jealous that our vlog from camping was getting a lot of views and we didn't want to talk to him anymore. He's trying to be a YouTuber. He's trying to get me. He's like always saying like, hey, Beezers, like trying to just suck off of our internet. We're not even famous. Okay. Internet famous. So, I hate people. Like, anyway, he threatened to make problems for us and like, make up a lie that we're not married and everything. Like, do it. Like, we have proof. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my God. You're a lowlife. Salah, please type this in Arabic so he can read it. Lowlife piece of lychee crap. You have no integrity as a man. You're not a real man at all. And he says that I broke his couch. Are you kidding? That's like, or he reinforced his couch. I've been there twice, okay? Like, I guess he like sells things out of a suitcase. That's the only thing he's useful for, selling discount items from his crappy store that your wife has to work at forever. Don't be jealous. So he got all mad when we went camping and we did a successful vlog and his van was in the background. That's why we had to edit it. He threatened to go to the cops about that because he was mad because Salah gave him shit for asking for my phone number. That's a no-no. Like, are you kidding? Salah was like, you know, we shouldn't give him online attention because this is what he wants. He is willing to just do away with any integrity or any friendship, like a long friendship for what? Because you want internet clout so your wife doesn't have to work anymore? I don't get it. Like, this is, anyways, tea on his wife, by the way. She gossips all the time, the whole time. And she even talks shit about her husband. She was telling me that her husband, Alaa, doesn't even, they fight all the time over money because he won't even like give his kids money. He's such a tightwad. Like, he won't even send his kids money who live in the Philippines. Like, that's just disgusting. He's just a freak. Anyway, also, when they were married, to save money because he's such a tightwad, he had, like, what, 4 black guys living in the house, and, like, he's basically doing stuff with his wife is what we're insinuating here. And he had 4 black guys living with his wife in the same room. They have a small apartment. There was like just a partition. Disgusting, disgusting dogs.
The community was outraged by the fact that Chantal spent a good portion of her response insulting Alaa's wife, who hadn't come on camera or said anything publicly. Chantal's justification was that Alaa was insulting her as Salah's wife, so she was allowed to insult Alaa's wife.
T-Lex, no, you don't know his wife. His wife is just as complicit, okay? And this guy was disrespecting Salah's wife. So you know what? Yeah, that's the treatment you get.
Alaa reached 1,000 subscribers in less than 24 hours and did a series of live streams. I'm not going to go through each one. I'll just summarize the information he shared across the multiple streams. He said Salah was broke and he was using Chantal for money and a means to get to Canada. Chantal had given him $9,000 before getting to Kuwait. People speculated that Chantal was investing in Salah's perfume business, but Alaa said no. Chantal had no ownership in the business. She just gave Salah money to keep dating her.
Chantal, nothing for her. Chantal, nothing for her in this company. Chantal, she said there is something for her in the company, nothing for her. Who win now? Murad, and after Murad, Salah. Nothing for her. Who said for her? Nothing for her. Why she give 9,000 for Salah? You have to ask her. You go for her and tell her why you pay 9,000 for Salah. And you don't know? I want to ask, who asking this question? He don't know why she give 9,000? That's this question very strong. All they know, she give him money to continue with her.
Yes, Salah, he see everything. He see without dress, he see video, he know everything. Don't worry. Salah, he need the Canada and the dollars coming from the YouTube. That's what he tell me exactly.
Then Alaa said he hated the fact that Salah was with Chantal for money and he was trying to win a bank lottery so that he could give Salah money to leave Chantal.
And I want to tell you something also. Tomorrow, there is a draw for the bank. Please pray for me all I win. The prize very nice. The prize very nice. This bank Borgan, they make tomorrow draw for 1.5 million KD. And there is one winner only. I wish I'm the winner. After that, I will give Salah 100,000 KD in front of the life. I tell you all. I will give him 100,000 KD if I win 1.5 million and I don't let him stay with her.
Then Alaa went on to say other shady things like Chantal can't fit in a shower, can't cook, and she's bald.
She sent for me, she said, you are jealous from Salah. Yes, I am jealous from Salah. For what I will jealous from Salah? At least my wife take shower alone and she can enter the bathroom. Not I go clean. For what I jealous from Salah? At least when he come eat the food she cook, not I buy from the restaurant always. At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always. She don't show you anything she cook because even the space is small, she cannot cook. She don't show even kitchen. She don't show a bathroom. She don't show a bed. Nothing, only the sofa. All they know she wearing hijab to cover because no hair. How many video all the world they see she don't have hair. But maybe not in her hand. Maybe she's sick. Her hair fell down. Like this, the face with the hijab, little bit better than without. At least when you see something, you can see something beautiful around her face. And she talk about my wife bad. Already, I don't know why she talk about my wife. When they come visit me here, my wife, they service them very good. And they come and sit and eat and they enjoy. She try to speak, all what she speak, it's lie.
Chantal and Salah made a video saying that Alaa was the one who started the drama by calling Chantal names back in November when they went camping together.
We just want to remind you what triggered me. Like, this guy has been saying things about me directly when I did nothing to him, has been spreading lies. None of it's true about the camping. I didn't just sit there the whole time. Like, they're just vile lies. Like, for someone who has a lawyer in a case, he spent 2 hours fat shaming me and talking about us, which is not legal here. So
the big problem that he is the most fattest person I've ever seen, and he is fat shaming my wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my reply.
This is after we went camping.
I'll show them the wait.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. This from WhatsApp. Look, check the dates. Okay. Showing. 29 November. Okay.
So he's accusing me of making fun of his wife. He's the one who started disrespecting Salah's wife, and he has wife. There's no proof. He has no proof of anything, by the way. Salah picked up on it early enough that he's not a trustworthy person, cut him off, and that's why he's bitter today in doing this. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So this is what he sent Salah.
Actually, I didn't want to show this, but he pushed me for that. Okay. He was saying in Arabic, so I will translate for English. Okay, guys. Listen, you animal. Okay, this one, the first one.
Illegal to say that.
Illegal.
علي الحرام إن ما رديت هلا بكون حمار إن ما جيتك من الباب وكسرت عليك الباب.
I'll be stupid if I didn't came to your house and break the door of your house. Okay?
A threat?
Threat. Threat. Okay?
بكون حمار إن ما جيتك من الباب وكسرت عليك الباب. وبكون حمار إن ما بلغت عليك يسحبوك أنت والشرموطة اللي معك.
You listen, guys. He said, and with your sharmuta.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
بتقول تروح تمسح الفيديو اللي نزلته لأنه مرات مش خدامة عن شرموطتك.
He said, like, his wife and Murad's wife are not maids for your sharmuta. Okay? Again? Let's continue.
وسيارتي اللي طلعتها بالفيديو بدك تمسح الفيديو غصبا عن راسك.
Like he is forcing me to delete the side, okay? The car of his side, not from the one with number, okay? That was showing, by the way, in the cam video, guys. First cable channel, first cam video on the cable channel. Okay, continue. Again, threat about he will bring the police for us to take us.
The thread about Chantal's marriage being fake had been picked up by another reactor. Milk Tea is a reactor who joined Chantal's reaction community in May 2020 when Chantal was on another one of her pre-diet binges called Fast Food Funerals. Milk Tea had a history of weight struggles herself, so her reactions to Chantal were more empathetic because she saw a lot of herself in Chantal's diet failures.
We're here today to react to Chantal. She recently uploaded a video called Fast Food Funeral. She's known as Foodie Beauty, among other things, here on YouTube. I've been watching Chantal for a few years now. I would say between 2 and 3 years. I found her through Amberlynn Reid. I've been watching Amberlynn for about 4 years, just over now. And when I started watching her, the first year I started watching her, she was having, not that she has a great reputation, but she was definitely in a low ebb of her reputation here on YouTube. And Chantal got mentioned a few different times as being kind of the nicer Canadian version of Amberlynn Reid. Oh, how things have changed. So I found her through there. I've been watching her for a few years. She's done some things. Recently, she started another one of her cycles, so it'd be a good time to jump in. Just quick FYI of kind of where I'm coming from with these reactions. I had weight loss surgery just over 4 years ago. It's kind of actually why I started watching Amberlynn, because at the time, I believe she was on a weight loss journey, or I'd seen the beginning of a challenge, she'd started as it, and I was looking for heavier people who were trying to lose weight, because even though I had just had weight loss surgery and obviously my way of doing things would be different, that was very much the main factor of my life at the time. And I wanted some people, I was sort of building my own support system, as it were, and I wanted some people to follow. So I've always find it interesting when she starts her little weight loss cycles that she does. I go back and forth on whether I feel really sympathetic or the times I'm just like, oh Jesus, really? I mean, I've had issues with binge eating myself. This video isn't about me, but in the sense of, like I said, it's the same reason I told you I'd had weight loss surgery. In terms of where she comes from, I was very sympathetic to Chantal for a long time because our thought processes in some ways, I recognized a lot of them as things that I had done to a greater or lesser extent. But she makes it very difficult to sympathize with her sometimes. But in as much as I can give her sympathy, like I know this particular part of her cycle, I've been through it, and it can feel pretty hopeless, and that's kind of how she looks right now. She looks pretty hopeless. She's like almost I mean, it could just be my freeze frame, to be honest, but she's almost rolling her eyes. It's like, yes, I have to do it. She doesn't want to.
A few months in, Chantal threatened to report Milk Tea to YouTube for harassment and called Milk Tea a creepy hypocrite who was stealing her content. Chantal received a lot of backlash from her audience for going after Milk Tea, who was considered the most fair of the reaction channels. So Chantal apologized to Milk Tea.
One of the things I told her, when she came to my channel, I responded to one of her comments after she apologized to me. And I just said, I can't remember my exact wording, but the point I was making to her was, do yourself a favor and ignore what smaller channels are saying. It was this, because every time you explode, you put your own channel in danger. And recently there was a push to report channels. And she reported channels and people were going from reporting hers. And basically the point I would say is that her own history is not pristine.
In 2023, when Chantal announced that she was married, Milk Tea, who works in the Middle East and has a lot of experience dealing with visa laws in that region, commented that Chantal's marriage timeline did not make sense.
I did have a couple of questions in the comments. I should say I'm not an expert in a Middle Eastern marriage because obviously I've never been through one. But I did have someone ask in the comments and then someone else on Twitter. Or was it the same person on both? I'm not entirely sure. They were asking about the temporary marriages that you can get within Islam. There is a type of marriage that basically you can go into it for a limited period of time because dating is not allowed in Islam. So you can, to okay it in the eyes of God, to kind of get a get out of jail free card, as it were, you can do a temporary marriage to see what it's like together. And that sort of excuses you from the idea of kind of living in sin. You can be husband and wife in every sense, but it's not legally binding. If she were to go to Canada, it wouldn't be recognized by the courts or anything. But it's a way to be sort of socially, officially, religiously married without going through the expense of a traditional marriage. Or without having the responsibilities to the wife once you part ways, because it's always intended to be temporary. Foodie could be in one of those, or she could just be lying and she could be engaged instead of married. The question, if she's in one of those, because then the timeline makes sense. It didn't make sense to me before because she didn't have time to go through all the paperwork you would need to go through in any kind of ceremony that I could research. I'm not saying my research was exhaustive or that I know pretty much anything, but one thing I have very much got experience of is all the red tape involved in doing anything official in any country you're visiting. So I would say that would be the only answer if it were a marriage. And in which case my question would be, well, does Foodie know what she's gotten into here? Or is she so happy that she can actually say, screw the haters, I'm married, that she doesn't care? I don't know, but legally speaking, he would have no responsibility to her. And she could not use that kind of marriage to bring him over to Canada if it ended up being a thing.
Chantal responded that their marriage was not traditional and they had exploited some legal loopholes to get married.
It's not a traditional wedding. Like, we just made it a legal thing and very, very basic, but it wasn't very easy to do. We had to go through some loopholes, which in Canada probably wouldn't be possible. I like going places where the law is flexible. I'm kidding. Anyway, no. Just being vague on purpose, because there's people who just think I'm a liar no matter what I do anyway.
People will just have to keep speculating and accusing us of being fake married. That's fine with us.
It's not speculation if it's real, darling. And it's not even, I'm not speculating you're fake married. I'm not alleging you're fake married. I'm telling you, you're not fucking legally married. You're not. But you're not married. I'm not alleging that. It's not slander. You're not married because it's not legally possible when you're on a tourist visa, which you are. So all this talk of maybe there was a back way and she sent him a copy of her passport. So what? What do you think that's going to do? You know, Like, so this idea that there were loopholes that Murad got them through with his employment, she can't be employed on tourist visa. And she came in on it, and I will prove it in a second.
I'm not employed here. I'm a Canadian on a tourist visa, and my employment, I'm self-employed with my YouTube channel, basically. So I'm not working here.
Chantal did a reaction to milk tea, basically saying she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, we're dragging milk tea today. This person has been reacting to me for like, okay, I need to hide my chins here. I need to hide my face, my neck. So I don't have a neck, so it's my chins, all right? This is a series I'm gonna call I Hate the Internet. What apparently, like, people were commenting on my videos, basically saying, I'm kind of hungry, I can't express myself. Saying that I should watch Milk Tea's reaction. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of eye rolling because that's how I feel when I watch these videos. They're so petty. Like, who cares about half of the things that they're reacting to? They pause every second to say something that they think is a fact. So I just want to see all the receipts that this person has and definite proof, because they say a lot. I know you're not married. I know it's not legal. So let's see what they know. Okay, this is milk tea. Now I will say I don't really care like if this person reacts to me. Okay, they don't steal. They don't like. Okay, they do steal the whole video, but they do react to it, and they don't string snipe. So. And they're not hateful, you know, like they're snide and they're full of crap, but they're not hateful and they don't name call, so whatever. Let's just get into it. Her wig, is this a wig?
Just to preface all of this entire video is a pack of lies that later she pops to a little bit.
Oh, she's gonna point out where the lies are. This is what I'm looking for, okay?
Act all, and we'll talk about it.
Okay, number one, I want to know, is this person from Kuwait? Does this person work in the court? And how do they know this information, basically? Because he couldn't possibly have any other friends just because we haven't introduced them or brought them online. Here's an idea, Milk Tea. Maybe we don't show everybody we have in our life online. Did that ever come into your mind or what? I know people, this is the same argument that she would show us everything, she tells us everything. No, I used to tell you everything. I have a husband now. I have to respect privacy in a lot of ways. All right? Do I still have a big mouth? Yes. But not as big.
So I guess he's got no choice but to commit to it.
I already lost track of what's going on.
Other people in the community said even if Chantal and Salah were married, Chantal would not be able to sponsor Salah to get into Canada because she had declared a second bankruptcy and was under review for back taxes.
Yes, I owe taxes. I was able to reduce a lot of what I owed because of my expenses. No one's business. I was able to reduce it by a lot, by like $25,000. And that's okay because I make 6-digit figures, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you how much I make, but I can set up a payment plan. Don't worry about it. In the minute everything is discharged, which I have a hearing, which will be done on the 30th of January, I can sponsor him, no problem. Yo, I have a bankruptcy hearing tomorrow, okay?
So Chantal announced that she would live with her husband in the Middle East, but first she would fly back to Canada to get rid of her cats, sever ties with her best friend Peetz, and revoke her support for the LGBTQ community.
Cats are dead weight, so live your life. No, I know I'm gonna get criticized for that. And if one more time you talk about my cat, you're blocked forever in Blockland. Shut the hell up, they're neglected.
In March 2017, Chantal had one cat named BBJ.
I have a fur baby, BB Jones, that's it.
She said she got BBJ from a shelter about 13 years earlier.
I got her in 2004 at the OSPCA shelter. You know, my first apartment, I wanted to get a cat. That was the first priority for me before furniture. Her name was Jewel. Her name was Jewel at the shelter. And she was abandoned on an Indian reserve, on a native reserve nearby. And at that time she was 1 to 2 years old. So I took her home. The young BB Junes, her fur looked a lot darker when she was younger. I don't know if I have a picture. But so she was roughly 1 to 2. They could only estimate. I brought her to, at the time, my first apartment I was living at my friend's mom's. Like, my friend's mom had an apartment, but she barely stayed there. She stayed with her boyfriend a lot. So I always had the place to myself, usually. So I get home, like I had to work. My mom was bringing her to the apartment for me. I get home, and I was greeted by her sitting on the couch. BB Junes was on the couch. Her arms crossed in front of her. Very quiet. I thought, oh, I've got the perfect cat.
She told stories of how BBJ made several escape attempts when she first got her.
Oh, first I'll tell you. When I first got her at that same apartment,
She was spayed, right? She was fixed. But she was still a little hoe. She always wanted to get out, so even if I opened the door for like a second, somehow she snuck out. She's very stealthy. Snuck out. And it took me a while to realize she wasn't around. It must have been like an hour later. I'm like, bee! I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, it's been an hour. Where could she, you know? I go out the back. It was like an apartment that like the stairs, you know, like those old buildings in like New York, you have those stairs like on the outside. It was that kind of thing. So I went down the stairs to a lower level. All I hear is, you know. There was a tomcat that was mounting her and trying to screw her, like trying to have cat sex with her. And she was just like this, her tail straight up in the air. And he was like humping her, and I'm like, do cats have sex? I don't know. Can they still have sex if she's spayed? I didn't understand. All I know was I was like, oh, so relieved that she was out there having sex and not somewhere in the street. She loved escaping. We had our apartment, and the apartment in the front had like a kind of like a porch. I don't know what you would call it, because it was still technically indoor. Anyway, it was a dump, so it had windows, but like no window, you know, like no glass. It was just an opening. So we kept that door closed all the time, but the cat liked to sit on the windowsill. And I was on the top floor, so it was like, you know, there was like a top and a bottom. So it wasn't that high up, but it was pretty high up, and there was a bush at the bottom. Well, good old baby Junes. She was sitting in the window, you know, she never jumped or anything. She was sitting in the window, and I'm like, okay, I usually keep an eye on her, of course. I'm like, oh, you know, I had something boiling on the stove or whatever, so I was like, I'm gonna be like a split second, go turn it down. I go, come back, no cat in the window. So I'm looking around, I'm like, where's BB Junes? Oh my god, you know? She's not in the apartment. So I'm like, did she fall out of the window? I'm freaking out again. I look down in the bush, all you hear is meow from the bush. She had jumped into the bush down below.
On July 11th, 2017, she announced that she was getting a new kitten named Aries.
I'm getting a kitten tomorrow night. She's gray. I think a gray tabby. I think long hair. She was born on March 26th, and I was born on March 28th. So I'm thinking of calling her Aries, because she's an Aries, but I'm gonna wait to see her, see what her personality's like. Earlier, the kitten and the cat, they're scoping each other out, right? And we're just like, oh, they're doing good. All of a sudden, bam, the kitten just friggin' jumps like probably 8 feet in the air, freaking out. Oh my god. It's a struggle. It's a struggle introducing two cats together. I've kept her separated, but she wants to oh, and here she is.
Hi, sweetie. Oh, say hi.
Oh.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie pie. It's okay.
I named her Aries, but I've been calling her Sweetie Pie, so I might change her name.
Hi, sweetie pie.
She's cute. She sleeps with us.
Then 4 days later, she announced that she returned Aries to the online trading website called Kijiji because she had impulsively gotten her without thinking about the effort and medical costs of a new kitten.
I had to get... Okay, I did something really stupid. I know it was stupid. It was impulsive. I'm so indecisive lately that I can't... Like, is indecisiveness a sign of, like, mental illness? Because I'm just so indecisive. Like, with the kitten, it was impulsive to get her because I didn't think of the things like she's going to need her shots. She's going to need, you know, to be spayed and neutered, or spayed because she's female. She's going to need all kinds of medical care, you know, kitten food, separate litter box,
And when I got her, I think she had fleas. The guy didn't tell me that. He seemed really nice. Like, he really liked cats. He didn't tell me she had fleas. You know, I thought I saw some flea dirt on her, and she was scratching a lot, you know. I noticed when I got her hit back here. She also was, you know, kittens are naughty. Like, I just didn't feel like I had the energy and to deal with a kitten right now. You know, I didn't think things through. I didn't realize how energetic they were and how, I mean, they play with everything. I mean, I tried kitten proofing, but she would find things to play with that, you know, were dangerous. She would chew my wires, going back to the TV. I couldn't get her out. She was very afraid, very, very afraid of BB Junes. And she wasn't eating. So I know that cats, when they're nervous, they need to feel safe to eat. So I messaged the guy on Kijiji and said, look, told him my problem. He said, he was nice. He said, if you want to bring her back, it's not working out, please bring her back. I'll take her back. So I said, I thought about that and I thought, you know, I thought about that and I said, well, that might be a good idea. So we can't really afford another pet. You know, what if something happens and she gets sick, her and BB Junes? Like, you know, I have to worry about BB Junes too. BB Junes didn't seem bothered by the kitten at all. Not really. She hissed once, but then she would come around and, you know, she didn't seem too bothered. She acted normal. So I was sleeping. I went for a nap last night. And she was cuddling beside me. This kitten would always purr and just nestle beside me and sleep. And I must have bonded with her in those 2 days. I didn't realize. He picked her up and he brought her in the cage and he brought her back to the guy. And when he came back with the empty carrier, I just bursted into tears. I just burst into tears, sorry. I was so sad. I really miss her. And so I panicked again impulsively. I messaged him later that night and I said, I know you're going to think I'm bipolar and crazy, but I'm not. Can I please have the kitten back? I promise not to give her back to you. I made a mistake. Yada yada. I never heard from him since. I think he's like, fuck you, lady. You know? Crazy.
The day after getting rid of Aries, she did a story time in which she said when she was younger, her bullies called her a cat killer.
So my mom knew her mom or something and decided to buy a cat. She named the cat Jamai. I have no idea what that means. I don't even know how to spell it. So we took the cat home. Beautiful cat, purebred, you know. Not that mixed cats are not beautiful, they are. Sometimes when you buy purebred animals, really any animal, but I think purebreds, correct me if I'm wrong, have more of a risk of becoming sick. And her face was pushed in. I think she had a lot of respiratory problems. Anyway, we ended up having to put her to sleep because she was so sick. So I'm devastated because I'm young and I love cats. My mom is too. So the next day at school, I'm greeted with her coming up to me with a couple friends. Hey, cat killer. Not only am I sad and bummed out, but she has the nerve to call me a cat killer. So from then on, every single day, every time she saw me, cat killer. And she got her little brainless minions in on the action too, so they would, when they would see me, cat killer, like, it's like, no I didn't, you know, she was sick. You know, my mom, I was like, how does she know? My mom must have told her mom or something. You know, her mom and my mom are friends or whatever.
2 days after getting rid of Aries, on July 18th, she spoke about having a new kitten named Miss Piggy, but she didn't show Miss Piggy on screen during the video.
I'm trying not to be loud because the kitten's sleeping finally. Guys, having a kitten, oh my god. It's like, I'm sure having a child is a lot different, and but it's almost like having a child for me, because you sleep when it sleeps, because otherwise she's meowing all night or all day and playful, trying to play with your extremities, and this cat, her nickname is Miss Piggy because she eats. Do you guys know, is it okay to just let them eat like all they want? Because do they have to eat more than a normal cat? Because this kitten pigs right out, like right out. Like she ate so much yesterday. She ate BB June's treats, and she pooped in BB June's litter box, and BB June's was not happy. Anyway, so to show me she wasn't happy, and this is gross, so I'm warning you, she barfed all over the floor. Poor girl. But she was happy this morning. I got up in the morning at 8, which is unusual. I only slept for 3 hours, and I got to feed her and spend time with her alone while the kitten was sleeping, so that's good.
Then 2 days later, Chantal introduced a new kitten she referred to as Sam, who was clearly not Aries.
So there's a little cat here. Sammy. Because BB June's is at the end of the bed over here on my side, and Sammy wants to come over and see us, but BB June's is having none of it. The second time I ever met him in person. Ow! Ow! What? Hi, sweetie.
So in a span of a week, either Chantal rotated through 3 kittens, or more plausibly, after getting rid of Aries and regretting it, she got Miss Piggy, who is the same cat as Sam. Just a note, in these videos, Chantal refers to Sam as a she, but the newer viewers of Chantal might know that she only referred to Sam as a boy with the pronoun he. I couldn't conclusively find if Chantal didn't know Sam's gender when she got the cat, but in 2018, about a year after getting Sam, she released a song saying nobody knows if Sam is a boy or a girl.
Are you a boy or a girl? Nobody knows. Are you a boy or a girl? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. What are you? Excuse me. Excuse me. What are you? A big boy? Oh, that's right. Okay. Let me tell you. Nobody knows.
But from then on, she referred to Sam exclusively as a boy with the pronoun he.
Do you like me, Sam? Oh, big boys. Yes, 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 yes. Woo, woo, woo. He loves his mommy.
From 2018, Chantal had settled with her 2 cats, Sam and BBJ. These are the cats that she would feature very prominently on her channel. She would release the run-of-the-mill fur mom videos showcasing her cats. They would walk all over the table while she was doing mukbangs, and she would write music for them.
Hey everyone, so here's some songs that I sing regularly to BB Junes, to my friends about BB Junes, and they all think I'm nuts. So, the first one is, and I guess it's true, she's amazing, and I guess it's true, she's a girl, and I guess it's true, she's amazing, what she can do with those legs. That song was called, and I guess it's true. This is Sammy's soundtrack, so these are crazy songs I sing to my cat all day long and drive everybody crazy in the house. And yeah, you might be a bit frightened, but here goes. This one is called Beezin'.
There's no rhyme or reason, it's just what you're beezin'. Who's that beezin'? He's a bad boy. Yes, he's beezin'. He's a good boy. Yes, he's beezin'. There's a bad boy. He's beezin'.
While Chantal was playing great cat mom, she was also leaving breadcrumbs that she wasn't always the best at looking after their basic nutritional and medical needs. In 2017, she had told a story that when she first got BBJ, She could not afford to buy cat food and asked her mom to help her, and her mom bought cheaper cat food, which BBJ didn't like.
There was one time I didn't really have any money left, which is bad, I know. This was a long time ago. And I asked my mom if I could, if she could buy BBJ some cat food until payday. And, I asked her if she could get it while I was at work. So my mom told me that she went and got her Tender Vittles, which is like a cheaper cat food can. Not expensive. She brought it to the apartment. She said that she put it in the dish and BB Junes looked at her, looked at the Tender Vittles, looked at her, at the Tender Vittles, and walked away. She wouldn't eat it.
In July 2018, she posted a video saying Sam was throwing up, possibly because of the type of cat food she was feeding him, which wasn't the best.
I'm just a bit worried about him because yesterday, he, come here, big boy. You're a big boy. Yes, you. Yes, you. Good boy. Sorry, I'm like in love with my cats. So, he, since yesterday, say hi, Sam. Ooh. Since yesterday, he's been, yesterday he barfed once. And it was like, oh. Yeah, he barfed once. And I thought, okay, cats puke once sometimes, Like, he doesn't puke often. So then today, I fed them. And shortly after, he barfed. But he was like, it was like a lot of barf. Not to be gross, but I just want to explain. You poor boy. It was a lot of barf. And he was like walking away from it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's from, he developed an allergy. If he developed an allergy from the food. Or it could be I started giving them these new treats. Like they're greenies, but they're a different kind. And greenies are not really a great brand of treats for cats. I just started giving them, so I don't know. But if he barfs again, I'm going to stop giving them the treats. I'm going to keep an eye on him. He's acting his normal self. He's not lethargic. If he, starts acting weird or he barfs again, I may bring him after BB gets home from work into the emergency because I don't want to mess with that, So I'm going to keep an eye, but he seems okay. He has a wet nose. It's cold and seems to be his normal self right now. Just really sucky, as you can tell. He's my big boys.
Later in 2017, Peetz also shared a tweet saying that while they were broken up, Chantal asked him for money to care for her cat. In October, while she was doing a mukbang, she asked her boyfriend Bibi to administer medicine to Sam because he was better at handling Sam.
Are you going to give him his pain medication?
Yeah.
Thanks. He's better at handling Sammy than I am. You okay?
Yeah.
What? The medicine? I know you're not working at the moment. How do you support yourself financially? I am curious.
In the early days of her channel, there weren't a lot of complaints about her pet care. It's in 2020 to 2021, after breaking up with Bibi and moving in with Peetz, that concerns about her pet care would ramp up. First, in early 2021, people were expressing concerns about the weight of her cat, Sam. They said he looked at least 20 pounds, but Chantal dismissed those concerns, saying that the vet told her that Sam was just a big cat.
Your cat is 20 pounds? Yeah, he's just a really big cat. Like, even the vet, the last time he was there, which was not at birth, no, it wasn't that long ago. It was like last year. Not even a whole year ago. Or yeah, it was about a year ago.
Sam's weight was particularly concerning because Chantal said all her pets prior to BBJ had passed away due to obesity complications.
I've never had a cat this long. All my cats usually are obese, so they usually passed away pretty young. Listen to the recommendation of the vet.
2 years prior, in 2019, Chantal had expressed some concerns that Sam was eating too much food because she always left food out for her cats.
Do people find Sam getting chubby? It might just be his fur, but you gotta watch your carbs. You gotta do keto.
A
Okay, so I moved their food from over there in the living room where I couldn't really see it, but since I'm at the table a lot, don't mind the mess. They make a mess of it. I clean it up every night, but I can see that he's eaten. He's come to eat 3 times since I've been here the past hour. So I don't think that leaving Crunchies down is a good idea. But the thing is, BB Junes is skinny, and I'm afraid if I don't, she won't get enough food. Sam, you're eating too many carbs. You know? So I like leaving some food down, but then he's eating it. So it's like, I'm gonna have to talk to the vet.
But if Sam is the same cat as Miss Piggy from 2017, then that means she had been concerned about his overeating for years. She also said when she was younger, she had another obese cat named Sam who had to be put down.
Feeberts was my special man. He was a fat cat, like fat, fluffy, kind of like Sam, but fatter. And he was gray. And he had man boobs. Like, he had big man boobs. Like, on his belly, he had a big fat roll, and he had 2 teats. And there was like little chafing around his nipples. We tried like fixing that, but it would come back. So we said he had Peetz disease, which is like chafing on the nipples. And he, I don't know, my friend thought it was Piggot's because he's fat, so she said Peetz disease. Don't fat shame my Sam. His name was Sam, but I called him Feeberts.
In 2021, BBJ was about 19 years old, and Chantal's audience pushed her to take her to the vet because elderly cats are at a higher risk of complications and need more care.
I have to hear about the cats one more time. I'm gonna fucking... You know what I mean? No, Abby. People are harassing me about the cats, okay? I don't take mine to the vet unless they're sick. Yep. I don't take mine to the vet twice a year, sorry. And I know most people probably don't either. And if you hate me for that and think I'm a bad animal owner, oh well.
On November 2nd, she said a viewer named Vegan for Life sent her money to take the cats to the vet.
Don't censor me again. I've watched you since you were with BB. I always thought you really loved your cats. Please take BBJ to the vet. I will for sure. I explained why I didn't do it sooner because I made the appointment for like the day of my trip, which is a really bad decision, especially with how I handle stress. So the thing is like they're, knock on wood, they're healthy, you know? So it's not like an emergency for me to bring them right now. But I will, because Vegan for Life did give the money for that, and I appreciate that. And it's a gift for them, so I will do it, you know?
For the next 3 weeks, Chantal didn't take the cats to the vet. And on November 23rd, she said she was going to give the money back to Vegan for Life instead of taking her cats to the vet.
Take cats to vet. No, I'm not going to take them to the vet. And I'm giving Vegan for Life. Actually, I have to check if she emailed me. I have to give her money back, like yesterday.
2 days later, on November 25th, she said BBJ had been throwing up after eating and had dental issues and hadn't had her teeth cleaned in 10 years.
Okay, I'm taking BBJ to the vet. Not right now, I don't mean, but I mean, yeah, I will take her. She's okay. She just eats like really, 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 really quickly and then chokes on her food. Are you okay? Jesus, calm down. But she's done that for a while. She devoured the treats. Hold on, guys. I don't want you to hear her throw up. Yeah, she's okay. I think she choked on a treat. Can cats choke? She was like, eh. She's like 19, and she's always eaten quick and then thrown up. Like, she's done that many, many times. How many leave do I take? Yes, I'll take this senior friggin' cat to the vet. BBJ! BBJ! She's cleaning herself from eating. She's okay. I'm not brushing my cat's teeth. Screw that. Respect your elders. She's so ancient, you guys. She looks like a fossil right now. Actually, I did get BBJ's teeth cleaned at the vet a couple of times. So, or no, was it only once? Actually, I think it was only once and I was going to get it done again. Yes. I got her teeth cleaned once at the vet. They put her to sleep and cleaned her teeth, and this was maybe 10 years ago, I think. Yeah, one of her fangs is chipped. She's really old. Of course I love my cats. They're my babies. puppies. But they're also cats. They're annoying. I'm just joking.
Another 2.5 weeks went by without Chantal taking BBJ to the vet or returning the money to Vegan for Life. Then on December 9th, she got angry and said she was keeping the money and didn't feel bad about it.
BBJ vets. Scam tell? Yeah, I guess I'm a scammer then. I guess so. But I'm not giving Vegan for Life her money back. So if you hate me for that, I don't care. She did not say when to take BBJ to the vets. She said this is for BBJ vets. So when I take BBJ to the vet, which by the way, what, hasn't even been like a month, or has it been like a month since she sent the super chat? I will use it for that. Otherwise, like I said, if you send super chats, you don't have a right to demand what I do with it. Just accept that your money's lost if you send it. I think it's non-refundable. And that's it. Too bad. Sorry. I don't feel bad, actually.
By mid-December 2021, this is a time when her relationship with Nader was especially volatile. So when she and Nader were doing well and she was hanging out at his house, she would lash out at her audience for asking about the vet and following up on BBJ's condition.
Buy a cat, worry about your own cat then. It's not a crime, it's not neglect, not to be around your cats 24/7. Okay? Thank you. She's 19. I'm not gonna, even if I'm sorry, if she has cancer at this age, I'm not getting her chemotherapy. So I really don't know what the vet's gonna do at 19. Sorry, I mean what? She's not suffering, she can still, she's fine. Actually, Punisher, BBJ has always been a very finicky cat with throwing up. It might be, I don't know what, like hairballs, but also she throws up a lot. I've brought her to the vet many times. We've changed her food, everything. And the same thing with scratching. Sometimes she scratches since I got her. It's just how it's always been. So.
Then when she and Nader fell out, she would start talking about vet appointments again.
Cat care appointments? Well, that is being, yes, that too. Tomorrow's Monday, so I can make phone calls. I'm gonna take them to the vet. Only. They're gonna do their nails and stuff there and maybe just cut around their butts where they get dingleberries.
Her audience called animal welfare to check in on the cats because Chantal would leave them at home with Peetz, who at the time was going through a major depressive episode and wasn't taking care of the cats.
Animal control came today. Actually, funnily enough, on the day of when we had to bring Timbit. You guys already know that people have been like calling and saying that the cats are like underweight. There's cat shit everywhere. They've been like abandoned for days on end with no food. So they came and they looked at everything. They didn't even like.
In early January 2022, Chantal said BBJ's nails were too long and needed trimming, but she didn't want to do it herself.
I have to bring BBJ to the vet ASAP because she needs her nails trimmed, and I have to bring her usually to like I did it last time, but it was like I can't do it. Like I didn't do a good job, and like I'm afraid to cut her because she squirms so much, and it's been a little while. So she really needs to have that done, and I need to take her ASAP.
By mid-January, FFG had joined the calls for Chantal to take her cats to the vet. Chantal responding by live streaming herself, reacting to FFG's video, lashing out at her.
No, she says I'm embarrassing. The only thing embarrassing, FFG, French fried moron, is that you are sitting here watching me eat chips like a chipmunk. That's what you do to pay your rent. And then you have some self-righteous nerve to talk about BBJ. You need to go to the vet. You need to go to the vet. That's right. She's dragging now that I'm gone. Let her drag. I don't care. Like, call me embarrassing. Oh, that sounds like purring. Oh, you haven't gone to the vet in a year? Oh, no. Oh, no. You're gonna go next week? Okay.
In February 2022, she introduced a new guy on her channel named Roman.
So I'm here hanging out at a friend's house. My friend is Roman. You want to say hi?
Hi. Hey, everyone.
This is Roman.
Her audience warned her that Roman was just using her for YouTube clout. A few days after introducing him, Roman accompanied her to finally take BBJ to the vet.
So we're just waiting for BBJ. The vet was called and her coat looked good. She's just getting blood work now. Her results should be back by next week. They're gonna check her teeth to see if she can, like the vet's gonna see if she can handle, think she can handle the dentistry.
You want them to hear what the vet said earlier? Like what she called?
Oh, yeah, if you want to play it, sure. Roman recorded it.
Yeah.
We're gonna give her her vaccines, and we've got a blood sample. Did you wanted a bum shave last time, didn't you?
Shave her bum.
Yeah, if she needs it, but I've been pushing around my mom, so... Oh yeah, she did have an accident in the car.
Yeah, I would recommend it because she's kind of dirty back there. Okay. And it
She pooed in the car. It was loose.
yeah, because she's got some soft poop coming out, and there's some stuck to her hair.
But she's healthy though. That most things she said.
Generally soft at the moment, or?
It was just now, but...
Yeah, she had a stress poo.
Normal-ish.
Okay. That might be stress too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll see what we can do. We might not be able to clean it up very well without shaving, and that's the other point. So, okay, I'll see what we can do.
Yeah, Nadia, I threw out the sweater with.
Thank you.
Okay. Otherwise, everything's okay. I will call you in a day or two with the results.
After the vet, Chantal admitted that BBJ may have lost weight because she was not eating properly before the visit, and her nails were growing inward.
Well, her weight, like the doctor would like her to. I said that since she's had her like nails done in her checkup, like she's actually like put a bit of weight on. Like her nails were growing. Like Sam's nails are fine, but BBJ like will not let me cut her nails, and she like stresses too much, and her nails grow quicker, and like she doesn't scratch as much as Sam, so like her nails were growing quicker, and they were like starting to grow under. So I felt really bad about that, but like since her paws got taken care of and everything, like she's been eating better, and like, you know, so I scheduled another appointment in like a month and a half, and she has to get her nails done again there.
When the vet called back, she recommended that Chantal bring BBJ back for more blood work about 3 to 4 months later because her thyroid was overactive.
They want to see her again, and then I'm going to repeat the blood work in like 3 months or so. It's BBJ, but I call her BVJ lately just because of a joke. But anyway, so she's like, I'm like, what is like, I'm like, just by your experience, like I know how you can like sometimes tell for humans like how much time they have left and stuff like that. And then she's like, well, she's like, I've usually see, she's like, the oldest cat I've seen is like 23, 24. She's like, usually usually they live to be like 16, 18 for a healthy weight cat, but like an overweight cat usually doesn't live to be very long. And I said, oh, chubby moose, we need to get you on a Peloton. Oh, can't lose my chubby moose to obesity. I can't lose my chubby moose to obesity and diabetes. So anyway, I'm gonna make an appointment for Chubby Moo and get his blood work done. And so BBJ, like her kidney levels, like, or her thyroid is like, typically the cat should be like between 20 and 40. So hers was like 41, but the doctor's not concerned really about it, like overactive thyroid. But I was like talking about my doctor to the doctor about how I can like preserve her life expectancy, like so she can live forever. And she's like, repeat the blood work in like 3 to 4 months just to be sure that, because if her thyroid level does creep up, that's something that can shorten the life expectancy very quickly. So of course, and I was gonna take her, I just don't like people down my throat like, you're a bad cat owner because you're not taking her this month. Like, it's just bullshit, you know? I know I'm a good cat owner.
4 days later, Roman made a reaction to Chantal on his channel wherein he told people he pushed Chantal to take BBJ to the vet.
And then you post like a week up, you post encouraging Foodie Beauty to take BBJ to the vet. Excuse me, you did? I had that post up a week before you even said that I was taking BBJ to the vet. Like, really? Are you serious? Yeah, the black garlic gave him, but no, because he had strep throat and he still made out with me. How considerate. You're such a health person, but hey, you've had strep throat. What else have you had recently? COVID? You're getting all these illnesses that, let's see. I mean, I'm so unhealthy. I never have them. Garlic's working wonders, isn't it? No, I don't have strep throat in a while.
Then Roman started making videos shit-talking Chantal.
Roman is on YouTube. Okay, should we react to it? Hold on. Why is he reacting to me? What is he doing? What is his fucking problem? Why is he freaking out? You did make out with me, you fucking liar. Too bad. Someone's gonna make out with me and own it, and they're fucking gonna like it. I'm just kidding. You really need Roman to tell you my car's gross? My car's gross. He's not telling you anything new. He's just desperately trying to hang on to his 5 minutes here. My car being gross doesn't change the fact that your breath smells.
Then in early May, when her audience reminded her about scheduling the follow-up test for BBJ, Chantal said she spoke to the vet, and the vet said BBJ didn't need the tests anymore.
I needed follow-up for tests. No, I did talk to the vet.
In June, she said BBJ was drinking a lot of water due to her worn kidney.
BBJ, I have to fill up the water again. You just drank it all. I give her fresh water. I make sure she always has fresh water because she's always thirsty. She likes to drink a lot. The vet knows about this. They tested her kidneys. They're fine. They're a bit worn, but...
In October, BBJ was back to struggling to eat, and Chantal was angry at her audience for suggesting that she probably had an oral infection.
She probably has oral infections? Are you a vet? The word probably doesn't work around here anymore, okay? I took her to the vet, a couple months ago? She had no oral infections. So if she does now, we're not going to speculate about oral infections, okay?
Then still in October, Chantal announced meeting Salah, and 18 days later, she was discussing rehoming BBJ so she could move to Kuwait to marry Salah.
When I turn over, she turns over with me. She follows me now. She's very clingy now, so she needs somebody. That's what I'm saying. I would never consider rehoming her. But I know there's people out there who are super loving of her, would be super loving while I'm away. Or at least even just taking her while I'm away, maybe. Maybe not rehoming her forever, but I don't think people will want to go through all that trouble and then give her back. And I don't know how long she's starting to go deaf. I'm going to take her to the vet before I go just for an exam to make sure. I know, Ren, I don't like leaving her, I don't. I do feel bad, but I do have to go there. She could live for many years more, who knows? Ageless Beauty, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna not meet and go get married? Put my life on hold because BBJ?
Despite promising to take BBJ to the vet before going to Kuwait, she didn't do that. She spent nearly 3 months in Kuwait fighting with her audience over BBJ's vet visit.
Okay, I'm gonna take her to the vet when I get home. Shh. Negs, I'm sorry you have to deal with that. Even if you don't like somebody, come on. Are you serious? Okay, maybe I can have Peetz go to the vet in a cab. Or maybe my mom can take him.
While Chantal was in Kuwait, Peetz reported that BBJ's nails were ingrown. Chantal denied this claim, but admitted that in her last visit in March, BBJ's nails had grown into the pads of her feet.
Your cat has ingrown nails, Beat said. No. He showed me her nails. They haven't grown into the pads. It did happen once because she's older, so she doesn't scratch as much. The vet told me, and I did feel bad about that. I didn't realize. Oh, yes. So now I have to take her. She flips out if I try to cut her nails.
Alright.
Then Peetz reported that BBJ was having random head shakes, and people suggested that the head shaking was due to her dental issues getting worse.
Trying to keep an eye on Casey just because before she got in my lap, she was on my footrest and sort of moving to get up onto my lap, and her head was shaking a lot. Like you know how old people do? You know how old people do? Where hey, belly. Old dog does as well. She's 17, yeah. Go to the gym at 4 a.m. every day. Why? Definitely got the shakes. She's definitely getting the shakes. That is concerning. Symptom of getting old? Yeah. She's 20, Fanny. She's 20 years old. Hey, Dizzy. Needs to the vet. Yeah. Yeah, when Chantal gets back, we'll definitely need to take her. Well, no, it just started just a few minutes ago. This is the first time I've noticed it.
The audience asked Peetz to take BBJ to the vet while Chantal was away, but Peetz suggested putting BBJ down.
It's one of those things where take her to the vet, and the vet's answer is going to be, well, she's old. Got me thinking that she might not have that much longer. I'll be the one to euthanize her.
Chantal also entertained the possibility of putting BBJ down when she got back to Canada.
She's literally a 20-year-old cat. She's going to pass away, and I'm going to bring her to the vet when I get home, and if she's not, but euthanasia is actually very humane.
At the end of January 2023, when she flew back from Kuwait to Canada, she found someone to foster Sam.
finding someone for Sam is easier than BBJ. I thought I had somebody, but the person's like a heavy smoker, so no. So I don't know about BBJ. I don't know. She's honestly like really not. She's not well. She's very old, and I don't know if it's like if the most humane thing. I don't know. I mean, she's not well with. There's nothing that can be cured. I'm not gonna. I mean, she's like 20. She's very old. She's so frail. Not a dirt home. Why are you guys making me feel bad about these normal life things? It's not normal to put a cat down. Tinky Winky, honestly, it's not even just for moving. I was honestly considering her age and health. And, you know, she's not looking the most, she's really deaf, you know?
On February 13th, FFG sent Chantal a direct message offering $3,000 to adopt BBJ and sign a non-disclosure agreement.
And when she came back in the second stream last night and Sam was given away, like it was officially over. You know what I mean? Sam is now gone from the house and she said that she was going to put down BBJ. I put something on Twitter that I hadn't said to anybody yet. You know what I mean? I was playing my cards like close to the chest. I wasn't going to tell anybody a fucking word until I knew for sure she wasn't going to do it. And when she started that second stream last night and said something about she had received an offer for BBJ, but it was from a heavy smoker, I knew exactly who she was talking about and what offer she was talking about. It was this. 2 days ago, this is what I sent her. I sent her an offer for the cats. $2,000 for the cats, and I'll gladly sign an NDA. No one will ever know a thing. 2 hours later, she hadn't responded, so I upped the offer to $3,000. Never responded. But when I heard her last night say that she wouldn't give the cat to the one offer that she had got because they're, quote, a heavy smoker, I knew exactly what she was talking about. She was talking about that.
Then a woman named Amy Flowers reached out to Chantal offering to adopt BBJ. She said she was really sick and could really use a fur baby for her mental health. She assured Chantal that she's not a public figure, so nobody would ever find BBJ. She told Chantal she shouldn't bother with taking BBJ to the vet. Her sister would take care of it. Chantal replied to Amy saying that BBJ is old and near the end of her life. She asked her to promise to have her put down if she sees her declining further. Amy promised not to let BBJ suffer. Chantal packed up BBJ's things and made a tribute video showing her getting handed over to Amy Flowers' brother-in-law.
Bye, BBJ. Poop scoop. Going in? You're gonna miss her?
No. I'm glad to be rid of her.
Bye, BBJ.
If ever, there's any questions, I'm really...
Bye, sweetie. I'm gonna miss you so much, but I'm gonna get updates all the time. Yeah.
Shortly after the handover, FFG came on and said the man who picked BBJ up is her brother.
So that, everybody, was my brother at the bottom of that staircase. French fried bro coming through, getting BBJ. While your girl Frenchie was not far away with full disguise on, like a fucking sociopath, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, BBJ is in the familia now. We'll put it that way, okay? Am I keeping BBJ like in my home? No, I'm not a cat person. I have a dog. It's just not my thing. But BBJ is in the familia now. As Chantal told everybody, it was a beezer. A beezer who got BBJ, who worked on her for BBJ. A beezer? Maybe. A double agent? Somewhat. My sister-in-law? Abso-fucking-lutely. So listen, this is the deal. BBJ, I can assure everybody, is just fine, or as fine as a cat who had 1 hour to live can be. BBJ was rescued at 1:30 yesterday afternoon, and at 2:30, Chantal had the appointment at the vet with the cat. It's an hour, but we got her. We got her. She had her nails clipped. BBJ had 5 nails growing into the pads of her feet today. 5 nails. It was extremely painful what she had to go through today at the vet. Extremely painful. It was, I'm not going to try and make this all about me, but it was a traumatic fucking day today. I go to the vet. They fit us in an emergency appointment because there are nails growing into her feet. So we go to the vet. All the rooms were occupied because they're just fitting me in, except for the room where fucking Ollie was put down. And it's the first time I go back in that room. And it was the technician. One of the technicians was the technician who was there that day. Anyway, I'm already a wreck. We're in that room. Now they've clipped the nails that didn't embed into her feet. And they tell me now to get the ones out that are embedded, like they were deeply embedded, it's going to be painful for her. So it took 3 vet techs today. They have to put the cone, the plastic, I call it the cone of shame, onto little BBJ. 3 of them. two holding her down and one clipping the nails. BBJ was screaming at the top of her lungs. It was horrific to listen to.
Over the next few weeks, FFG made thousands of dollars in super chat donations. Chantal was absolutely furious and threatened to call the police on FFG.
I'm glad you did this. You know why? Because you're going to be arrested. You have 1 day. You have till tomorrow morning to bring me back BBJ, or Amy Flowers, you're going to be doxxed.
Then she cried and admitted that she could have been a better pet owner to BBJ.
If you want to hate me, if you want to think I'm a bad pet owner, even though I've had her for 20 years, and all my videos show how much I've loved her. Could I have been a better pet owner? Yeah, I could have.
Next on Chantal's agenda was to rehome her best friend / ex-fiancé Peetz.
I would never leave Peetz stranded.
When Bibi and Chantal broke up, she couldn't get a lease under her own name, probably due to being a quote boss bitch who covered her own bills with debt and went bankrupt.
But I've always been a boss bitch and I've always provided for myself. You know, even if it was with debt and I ended up declaring bankruptcy, I did the bankruptcy, I paid my debt, I did the thing, and now I'm more careful, sorta.
Peetz took the lease under his name.
Actually, please don't say my name. I pay the rent, and I've pretty much mostly always paid the rent here, so yeah, it's technically under his name, but I'm a resident here and I pay the rent, so and actually I did that, put it under his name, mostly just so that people wouldn't, and because my old apartment was under my name, and still technically I guess is, because you can't change it, and BB's still living there, so.
Chantal started making a lot of money on YouTube, and Peetz quit his job due to some mental problems, so Chantal became the sole earner who covered all their household expenses. Whenever people would question why Chantal was supporting a grown man, she would say Peetz was her best friend, whom she didn't mind financially supporting because he used to support her when she was struggling.
Peetz did a lot for me. He ruined his credit for me. I owe him for life, okay?
Then a few months into a relationship with Nader, Nader said he didn't want Chantal to live with Peetz, mainly because Peetz was very vocal about his dislike of Nader.
He did say, I don't want you living with Peetz.
I'm in a very, very, very tough place. Like, he wants me to have nothing to do with Peetz. Like, nothing.
Chantal discussed moving in with Nader, and people asked what would happen to Peetz. She got mad and said she was under no obligation to live with him forever.
Why is it poor Peetz? Fuck. Like, he's a grown man. Like, we are grown adults. Like, I want to have a private life. I want to be alone. I want to travel. I don't want to have ball and chain people around me all the time. Okay? I don't. I know that sounds mean, but how am I dumping Peetz? So I just have to have Peetz all the time, like forever till I'm dead? Like, we can't live apart? I can't have my own life? Can't be with somebody else? I'm a horrible person for that.
People were upset with Chantal not because she didn't have the right to want independence.
You're not a horrible person for wanting your own life. You're a horrible person for turning your back on Peetz every time you've got a hint of a new life, even if it's not a great one, and then expecting him to be there when you turn back around.
No time would this be more evident than when Chantal abruptly decided to marry Salah and move to Kuwait. At this point, Peetz was still unemployed and going through therapy. While she was still in Kuwait during December, Chantal started talking about how Salah didn't want his wife living with another man.
No, I don't think any man would want their wife living with a man at all. Peetz knows that. He doesn't complain about it. You know? People are always like, poor Peetz. Like, Peetz is fine with it.
So when she traveled back to Canada, she told Peetz that he needs to find his own place and support himself. Peetz had a meltdown because he was moving into his mother's one-bedroom retirement home to sleep on her couch.
Odds are good. I am probably going to end up moving in with my mom, who has a tiny little nothing kitchen. I feel like I'm probably not going to, honestly, I don't know that I'll be live very often at all once I'm there. I'm gonna be miserable. Cook for my mom. Her kitchen's nothing. Like, it's a kitchen she's got, honestly. There's no room. I'm going to be exceptionally depressed. Well, I've got a job lined up. Like, it's something where I will probably end up getting a job at the place where my brother works now. That's probably where I'm going to end up working. Which is another thing. I will be way too tired to cook because I'm going to be working full time. So between exhaustion and having a tiny little kitchen in a one-bedroom apartment with no privacy, I probably am not going to be... I'll have my lunch breaks. Like 30 minutes. It'll be like a 30-minute lunch. Remember my days off. I'll have to stay with her for a while. Yeah. Yeah, lucky me. I'm gonna be able to I'll get to look for another apartment in Cornwall. Be stuck there for the rest of my life. Gonna be such great goddamn time. Out and getting dragged back there. I'm never going to escape Cornwall, and it's possible. Two bed? No, one bedroom. She's got a one bedroom apartment. When am I moving? End of the month? Moving at the end of the month. I've got no choice. Life or disability? Maybe. But disability barely pays. I won't be able to... disability barely pays anything. So I'd still be stuck living with my mom. In a shitty one bedroom apartment, sleeping on her couch. What do you have to move? I mean, I can't afford the rent on this place on my own. We've already agreed to leave. We've already signed the paperwork to leave this place. So, I mean, we've got Chantal. Chantal's going back to... Chantal's gonna stay with... probably gonna end up staying with her mom temporarily until she goes back to Kuwait to be with her husband.
Unlike the trend of all of Chantal's former friends who started trash-talking her or made reaction channels when they fell out, Peetz said he would never spill any tea on Chantal.
I am not spilling tea. I am not that type of person. The absolute worst can happen. Even if Chantal ended up completely disowning me, even if that happened, I would not spill tea about her. I am not that type of person.
Chantal was not done with betraying Peetz though.
My pronouns, he, him.
In 2021, Peetz came out saying he was questioning his gender identity.
While I was there, I decided to tell my mom and my brother that I am questioning my gender identity. Yeah, so that was the big secret. The big thing I wanted to tell her about. Wanted to make sure that she knew before I talked about it on the internet.
Then in October 2022, he said he had intentions to transition from male to female.
I am still intending on transitioning, so that's still a thing. Haven't talked to a doctor about getting on hormones or anything. Don't know where to find a doctor that I can talk to getting on hormones about. Ontario's healthcare system is not great right now.
Please be advised that the next section will mention allegations of sexual assault. If that's a sensitive topic for you, please skip to the timestamp on screen. Nader then leaked a voice note of Chantal threatening to go home and do sexual things to Peetz as revenge against him for sleeping with Dede.
Liar. You lied to me about Dede. You said that you knew her for 11 years, but yet you admitted that she just was interested in your because of videos. So you're a lying piece of shit. So have a nice life with Dede. And you. So, yeah. I loved you, and you do shit all over me every time. You lie. I haven't a single person since you. And you eat out your best friend like it's nothing. And also, I'm gonna suck pizza today just because, you know what? You can eat out your friend, I'm gonna fucking suck his.
Twitter then dug up a live stream clip from around the time of the voicemail where Chantal randomly kissed Peetz. People started accusing Chantal of SA, to which Peetz replied, it was technically SA, but he never felt in danger, so it was easy for him to forgive her. And Salah got upset. He came on a live stream and insulted Nader in Arabic.
I have some small message for Nader. Wait, in Arabic, huh? Hey Nader يا خول يا أوراني بتلم اللبة بتاعتك يا أوراني لم اللبة بتاعتك ده أنا حفشخك.
Mo translates said Salah called Nader a transphobic and homophobic slur. People are upset with Chantal for letting Salah say derogatory things about transgender people while knowing that her best friend Peetz is having gender identity issues. Chantal's loyal Biza Missy Moo asked Chantal to educate her husband about homophobia. Chantal first responded that Missy Moo was getting on her nerves. Then she made a follow-up video saying that she didn't think everybody in the world has to agree with people being gay.
People in different countries say different things, grow up social justice warriors. Yeah, like, so he said a few comments, like, not everyone in the world has to agree with people being gay. Like, I don't think that homophobia is okay. This is my stance on it. I don't think that homophobia is okay. I don't think that transphobia is okay. I think equal rights for everybody. I don't agree with being gay being illegal at all, but I don't make the effing rules. So write to the government, and if you have a problem with it, like, what do you want me to do about it? This is like, I didn't, like, seriously, this is how people insult each other here. I don't know what you want me to say. Hang me for it, I guess. Whatever, cancel me. You guys know I have a big gay audience. Big gay audience. And I do love gay people, okay? Like, that's not going to change.
What people try to clarify to Chantal is that yes, Salah doesn't have to agree with the LGBTQ plus community, but when he uses slurs, he's actively expressing hate towards the community and not respectfully disagreeing. Then when things got heated, Chantal released a statement saying she no longer supports the LGBTQ community because of Islamic teachings and Kuwaiti laws, which are against homosexuality and, quote, changing one's nature.
So in quotations it says, Foodie Beauty, do you still support LGBT ? And she said, it's complicated. The short answer is no, but I strongly disagree with hating people based on their orientation. I support individuals as people who are kind regardless of their sexual preference, but as a new Muslim, I cannot make something halal that is forbidden. There is nothing wrong with not believing in same-sex relationships. This coming from a Muslim convert, formerly agnostic and almost atheist. Therefore, I have done and still do my fair share of sinning. Oh, she definitely does, including having had same-sex relations out of curiosity in my past. Now, however, as I attempt to grow as a person and learn Islam further, I love the idea that we can disagree with others' beliefs and not condemn them for having them. That is between them and their relationship with God. We live to serve Him and not ourselves. We must obey as this is what is good for us. God made us who we are, and each one of us is special. Therefore, to alter our natural state of being is haram, and I fully understand this, but as good Muslims, we must also practice kindness to all, no matter their orientation. It's funny because you didn't hold Salah to that standard just a few days before you posted this, but that's none of my business, I guess. This concept of kindness is something I struggle with as I have anger issues. You sure do, but it is something I know I'll get right someday. I will never give up, and the closer I allow myself Allah to enter my heart, the more I want to do right. I was lost for all of my life. I'm still finding myself. It's a journey. It's a gift from God. You're almost 40 years old. Get your life fucked together.
Zachary Michael pointed out that Chantal is happy to disregard Kuwaiti laws when it comes to getting what she wants, marriage, but is devoted to them when it comes to supporting her husband's bigotry.
And here's the thing, just because you're living in a country that says like homosexuality is illegal or you were raised a certain way doesn't mean that you have to agree with the government. I mean, you didn't even agree with the government when it came to trying to find a loophole so that you could allegedly get married to your husband.
Peetz's response was that he disagrees with her and hopes that she finds a way to reconcile her new faith with a more progressive view of the LGBTQ community.
That you can use to attack Chantal over, don't. If you're trying to, if you try to attack Chantal on my behalf, then it is not on my behalf. Also, if you're expecting me to, just throw her under the bus, completely disown her, you're gonna be disappointed. I disagree with her. Needless to say, I very much disagree with her. I disagree that being gay is sinful. I don't even agree that Islam requires viewing homosexuality as sinful. I'm hoping when Chantal comes back, if she decides to keep up her keep up her faith. Hey, wee baby. I'm kind of hoping that she finds a progressive mosque to join, a more progressive interpretation of Islam. On to the meat of what she said. Honestly, I don't even know why she said that stuff. I feel like that was what we call an unforced error on her part.
Chantal herself had said in the past that she was bisexual and told a story that when she was 26, she tried to sleep with an 18-year-old girl. She also has a tattoo of 2 girls kissing.
She was younger than me because I was older for first year, so it was mostly like 18, 19-year-olds. I was a bit younger too, I mean 2010, you know? But anyway, it started as a classroom friendship thing. And when it evolved into let's walk to next class together, because we were both in first year, same program, we had a lot of the same schedule. I was like, oh yeah, sure. But then dread hit me because I realized that the campus is very spread out into different buildings. So the ethics class was in this one building at the bottom of the hill. Our next class started 10 minutes later. We had 10 minutes to boot it up this hill, all the way down the street, down another street, like a few blocks away, mostly uphill. And I was pretty much just as out of shape then as I am now. And she was thin, you know, she would look like she was a normal size, and I'm sure she had no problem walking up that hill. But for me, I was like, oh my God, you know, it's going to be so embarrassing. She's going to, you know, she's not going to want to have sex with me now. It's like, she's not going to want to sneak in the bathroom and have sex with me now after she sees that I'm huffing and puffing along, you know. After that, she conveniently made friends with a group of people more her age, I guess. I don't think I was that much older than her though, but explain your tats. Oh, I explained my tat already. It's my only tat and it's hideous, and basically guy messed up on my tattoo. It was a picture out of a tattoo book that I really liked. It was like 2 beautiful girl faces and they were kissing, and yeah, I'm bisexual. I mean, I don't think I mentioned that to you guys before.
During a random live stream in July 2023, Chantal went on a rant about how the internet was bullying a guy named Cyrax. She specifically called out somebody named Music Biz Marty.
I fell down a rabbit hole with this Cyrax guy. Ugh, the people who antagonize him are worse than him. I don't care what anyone says. So pathetic. Yeah, Cyrax is a mess, but he's antagonized a lot. People, he's got issues. He's autistic. He's highly mentally unstable. People are disgusting. They make content out of, oh my God, guys, did you see the rage? He got arrested. They call the cops on him. They're pieces of crap. I don't understand that culture of, oh, Volco. I hate that stuff. Don't even get me started. So pathetic. To get entertainment out of antagonizing someone with mental illness, and just don't even get me started on that. I don't know how people live with themselves doing that. His family people have a right to be on the internet. Why shouldn't he be on the internet? Why should he not be allowed on the internet? What does he do on the internet that bugs people? Please. People who bully other people shouldn't be allowed on the internet. It's not about ignoring haters. They're not my haters. I'm talking about something that's available on YouTube, on a platform I'm also on. I was like, why do people continue to antagonize this person over and over? This Biz Marty guy went and moved across the street from him. What intention do you have by doing that? To antagonize him, to come at you, and then he punches him out,
And they all have a good laugh at that. The cops do shit about it, do nothing about it. And then whenever they go to his house and Cyrex attacks somebody because he's been pushed too far and he attacks them back, he gets charged. Like, everything about that situation is messed up. I don't even want to go down that, but I went down a rabbit hole on that, and that's my opinion about it. I can't stand people who bully people day in and day out.
Her audience informed her that Cyrex is a pedophile, that's why people hate him. Marty reposted that clip of Chantal with the title, "I will punch you out too if you don't watch your step, lady." Then he made a post asking people to give him Chantal's address in Kuwait and Chantal's mom's name and address. In response, Chantal released a video telling Marty that her husband is a black belt.
I have some scabs on the internet coming for me, so I have to address this once and for all, and then I'm going to go back to ignoring these irrelevant morons because I'm not going to care about a channel that has 6,000 subscribers and is just someone who threatens to beat up women. So this scab of the internet has decided to come for me based on an opinion I have. I love these hypocrites who can spew their hate and their opinions online all day, and when someone tries to give it back to them and point out their behavior, it's an issue. Well, you're gonna have to go cry somewhere else because no one cares. We're gonna call this guy Marty Farty, but I'm not gonna tell you who he is, and don't say him in the comments because I'll delete your comment. Don't want to give him any clout or attention that he's looking for. I'm gonna talk directly to you, okay, Farty Marty? I find it pretty hypocritical that you can sit there attacking me because you accuse me of being a pedo advocate, which is just ridiculous, and I'll get to that in a minute. But you have no problem yourself being a woman beater. So this person has threatened to beat me up, which is hilarious because my husband has a black triple medal in Kung Fu and would drop kick your fat ass and flatten you like a pancake on the ground. I'm not afraid of you. If that doesn't happen, if I'm alone, you'll go to jail. I'm not Cyrax. I don't take crap from you. I don't take your threats lightly. So keep incriminating yourself. Second, you need to let it go, man. I said what I said, and after this video, you're not going to get any more attention from me. And if you keep coming for me, it's criminal harassment, and you'll just go to jail and be butt buddies with Cyrex, which is, I know, what you really want. I don't watch your videos, but I saw you have, someone sent me a link. I don't know why I click these things. You had a panel with the most degenerate people. This Heather chick is a twit. You look like her, actually. I think this is what you look like, if I'm not mistaken. You actually look like Heather and Cyrax had a love child. That's what you look like. That's why you choose to hide behind an old man avatar. You might be able to beat up Cyrax, a person much, 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 much smaller than you. But let's see you come for a 6'2" triple medal Kung Fu in shape man and an almost 400-pound woman. Good luck. Anyway, all your threats are recorded. You're not above the law. This isn't Indiana. I'm not from Indiana. Or wherever you're from, Ohio. The cops seem to be pretty useless wherever you're from. But I'm not from there. I'm from Canada. So I hear you're threatening another stand-up thing you do. Threaten families. Threatening my family. I'm just gonna say, if you come near my house, my family's house, or anyone for that matter, my stepdad owns several hunting rifles and a crossbow. It's hunting season, Marty Farty, so good luck with that.
Marty started harassing Chantal's mom and stepdad. He did a live stream titled, "You have 1 hour to kiss your husband," during which he called the cops to Chantal's mom's house, telling them that there was an angry man there.
You started talking about me and do me a favor. Okay, I'm not as interested in you as you seem to be in me. So just make out with Salah on a live stream, show your affection that you have for one another. People have reason to doubt it after you got scammed the last time. Like, just do that. Just do that. Like, put all the doubters to rest, put all the haters to rest, you know, and just make out with your husband, you know, like, just do it. You know, like, believe me, my interest in you is already waning as it is, but just do me that favor and make out with him on a live stream. And I'm a man of my word, and I'll leave you too long, okay? Just do it. You know, you'll enjoy it. He should enjoy it. I don't understand why he hasn't yet. Like, just do it. Like, if he wouldn't kiss you, there's no way he's fucking you either. Let's be honest here. Like, I don't know if it'd be physically possible in the first place, but that's something that I don't believe is going on, Chantal. I'm sorry. And again, I'll say this too. Like, if you're here, like, for morality or like, you know, there's not a whole lot of that here. I could argue that, like, hopefully, well, here, listen, I'm gonna take that back. I'm doing this for, like, a greater good. Yeah, you can go for it. Like, so, Chantal, listen, I'm trying to help you here, okay? You know, like, it's just a process. It's really just a process. Like, it's really nothing personal, and all this could stop if you just kiss your husband, you know? And I'm doing it for a very high moral purpose, right? Like, I'm a really virtuous guy. And I'm hoping that she'll realize that her husband's lack of kissing her will spare her from being scammed.
Call Police Communications.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
What's that?
How are you doing tonight?
Not too bad. What can I help you with?
Well, I'm not doing too good. I saw this situation occurring on Facebook Live of a woman being held captive at gunpoint by her Uncle Steve. And, you know, I don't know if they've resolved it. It was maybe like a half hour or so ago, but it looked pretty serious.
Okay. You said it was at gunpoint?
Yeah, like they were making threats with gunpoint. And the guy's like, it's a real wild card too. I think he's like a triple metal karate guy.
Do you know the address?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay, what's the address?
814 Glengarry in Cornwall. Yeah.
One second, okay. What was the name of the road again? 814
Glengarry.
How do you spell that?
Glengarry. He's known to carry a crossbow, and he was brandishing a shotgun.
Okay, you said it was 814?
That's the one.
He called a bunch of tow companies to tow Chantal's mom's car. A tow truck did show up, and a neighbor had to come outside and stop the tow driver from taking Chantal's mom's car.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. How about you?
Okay, so what am I doing? What are you wanting me to do here?
All right, so here, how about you tow the car to where I'm at. I'll give you the credit card information, and then you take it to the dealership. How's that sound?
Okay, well, right now I've got a neighbor outside that's telling me not to touch this car because it doesn't belong to you.
Wow. Is it Crazy Joe?
No, I'm Crazy Joe.
Hey, put the neighbor on the phone.
I'm right here.
Hey, Crazy Joe.
Yeah.
Listen,
How you doing?
if you keep this shit up, you're gonna go back to the mental institute, guy. All right?
Pardon?
You need help, dude. You need help, dude.
Why do I help?
Like,
why do I need help?
Because you're insane. You got sent to the funny farm, like, how many times over the past decade? Like, more times than I can even begin to remember.
Do you even know who owns the car?
Yeah.
Who's the owner right now?
My girl, Kim Landry.
Your girl?
Yeah.
How is that your girl?
So listen, sir, can you put the tow guy back on the phone? We're engaged in like some kind of a love triangle here. And like, you know, Crazy Joe hit it maybe a few years ago.
I'm not getting involved in your thing here.
Yeah, so listen, get the car out of there. Just tell Crazy Joe to buzz off.
The car's not going anywhere.
Shut up, Crazy Joe. I've had it with your lip.
I'm not Crazy Joe. Who the hell is Crazy Joe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can say that, but we all know who you are. Everyone knows who you are, dude. Who is that?
That's the owner of the car who's there right now. So you know what?
So put Kim on the phone.
You better...
Put Kim on the phone.
Kim.
Kim.
You know what? You
Kim.
get this tow truck.
Kim.
I'm in front of this fucking house right now.
You back with Crazy Joe again?
There is no Crazy Joe, buddy.
You're Crazy Joe.
No, I'm not Crazy Joe.
You are, dude. We all know about you. Put Kim on the phone.
Crazy Joe.
Put my girl on the phone. Put my girl on the phone.
Marty stuck around in the community for a few weeks trying to get any information he could on Chantal. That's when one of Chantal's last standing visas, Missy Moo, decided to get herself roped into the chaos. Chantal's decision to abandon her cats for Salah pissed off her loyal visa, Missy Moo. After FFG took BBJ, Missy Moo was one of the people who sent FFG super chat money.
I was willing to overlook everything until I finally, and to give you a second chance, until I finally looked and started researching, because I was like, okay, clearly people are upset she rehomed the cats because they, she had them for so long, but I mean, obviously she had to care for them if she had them for so long. No, they just became a commodity to your channel, like the hijab is now. The hijab is a commodity to your channel now.
Chantal got very upset at Missy Moo for donating money to FFG.
Okay, this is about Missy Moo because whenever I heard that she sent you-know-who a super chat, when all this went down with BBJ, I swear if I have to talk about this cat situation anymore, going to lose my mind. Okay, so I didn't believe it because how are you going to, if she did do that, that means she's ultra fake. Okay, here's why. How do you go from being a complete supporter, like 100% go hard for, how do you go from being a friend, basically? I considered her kind of a friend at this point, like an online friend, whatever. Like we talk behind the scenes. How do you go from that to instantly sending the most vile bully, somebody who's been bullying me for years? How do you go and send her money, like when you don't even know the situation? So it doesn't make any logical sense. So you go from being a supporter to me to instantly being a supporter of this complete bully online. You could have messaged me and asked me the situation. You could have messaged me and told me that you weren't okay with my actions, which, by the way, I've explained what happened. So you're okay. You have big self-righteous problem with what happened to BBJ, and now she's being better taken care of. Okay. Of course she's gonna probably spill all the tea. I wouldn't put it past her. Everybody does. Nobody has any integrity in this community. Everyone is toxic as hell.
Then Missy Moo allegedly contacted Marty to spill on Chantal's fake marriage.
He requested to sell his product on Amazon and is going through Amazon to try to sell his perfume products. If Marty would like to try to stop that, that's a starting point.
Okay, beautiful.
And I have a verbal voice message of him telling my husband such.
Okay, good deal. Well,
you can give him that. You can let him know that listen, you can let him know that that's something he can start immediately, because that is where he is going to try to sell his products from.
Well, that's great. That's great. That'll definitely get some stuff moving in the right direction.
Yeah. And they can put a stop to that, because I have no sympathy for her anymore. I gave her an out. I gave him an out.
In response, Chantal allegedly sent an email to Missy Moo's mother asking her to get her daughter in order.
So let's see what she had to say. Just wanted to let you know what a big piece of trash your daughter Marissa, Missy Moo, is. She's on YouTube trying to create anonymous accounts and post people's real life information as far as marriage, home, employment, and family. You need to speak with her immediately and tell her to get off of YouTube and stop spreading private information about other people's families, since you, your husband, and your granddaughter, Aya's private information has all been doxed on a public platform for millions to see. I think it says, thank your daughter for playing dirty, and if she doesn't stop, there lots more will be revealed on a public platform.
Can you address the emails?
Say that again?
Can you address the emails and just say from your point of view what's going on with the email situation and people speculating?
I have no idea, honestly. Like all of a sudden, like I got calls from my mom, my brother, my sister-in-law, because they're all involved in the church, right? So, I mean, it's not a big deal. Like we have nothing to hide, but it's just like, obviously Foodie has something to hide, or she wouldn't be trying this hard.
Then Nader did a live stream with Marty and told him that he has nude pictures of Missy Moo. Marty used these pictures as leverage against Missy Moo, telling her that if she doesn't offer substantial information about Chantal, he would release these pictures.
Why you send me your picture if your husband did I ask you? Did I ever?
Whoa! What kind of picture?
All kind.
Oh.
All kind, you know. For you.
Nader, so like what I'm thinking here, like I'm pretty like, if I get like locked down or something, like I'm pretty like I'm in it to win it. Like if this woman doesn't give something substantial on Chantal, I think her husband and his co-workers are gonna get these pictures. You know what I mean? Like for wasting time, for being rude to you. Like, how is that not righteous? How is that not deserved?
Missy Moo called the police to report Marty for his threats.
What I'm calling about actually is you have a resident in Akron, Ohio there. I have a open criminal case on somebody in my country, in my prob. Well, he's in Montreal. Due to some sensitive defamatory information that he has said I have given him, which is untrue. He says that I gave him inappropriate pictures, and it's not true. So I opened a police case. I warned this person, who currently is on a live stream right now, stating that he's going to give these non-existent pictures out to my work, to my husband's work, my husband's colleagues. And I said to him, listen, if I were you, I would stop what you're doing right now, because I already have an open police case, and I don't have a problem traveling to Akron, Ohio to deal with this guy now. Now, I'm sure you've dealt with him. He goes by the internet name Music Biz Marty.
Then later, Missy Moo came on crying, saying that Marty ordered a hit on her dogs.
I just wanted to show you guys. Just like, I don't know what to do. This isn't a joke. This isn't fake. It's not a joke. Last night I got a lot of messages saying that Marty had reached out to some people and said that if they could give him the head of my dogs or show them proof that they had unalived them, that they would get cash out money. So, I mean, I'm not asking for grace for myself, but for them. Can you just please spread the word around, because I can't even let them out to go to the bathroom anymore at night, because I don't want anything to happen to them. So I'm begging you guys. Not for me, but for them, because this guy is no joke. He doesn't care. There's like 7 police reports of things he's done already to people in Cornwall that are associated with Chantal. He doesn't care. He doesn't care because he doesn't think he can be found or anybody can do anything. So please, my kids would be devastated if anything happened to these dogs. They really would be. And I got so many messages of people sending me pictures outside my house, asking me to send them out. This morning, Adam went out and somebody had put a bag of bacon strips on our front stoop and said, "Here, doggy, doggy." So I'm begging you guys to please I don't know what to ask you to do, but nobody. I don't know what to do. But I do know that somebody's got to know who this guy is. Somebody's got to be able to do something.
Chantal responded that Missy was getting her karma.
The funniest thing is what happened with Missy Moo. Like, somehow she expects sympathy from me now. when she was just like, just before she got turned on, she was threatening to out Salah and I, which she has no information on. We literally have the same conversation screenshots that she has with her husband. The only thing that Salah ever said was like, they revealed it before on her channel, it was like something like about how I was impulsive, because remember that time I had a fight with him in Canada, that one fight, and he like had someone to talk to because we trusted them. Good thing we stopped trusting them whenever we did, because since then she's been making videos on me every day, you know. In a way it's kind of like karma for her, because like she was like hoping to suck up to him, because everyone is like afraid, like they're such pussies. I can't even deal with it. Like, don't talk to me if you're like that, don't even come in my space. And then she was like, oh, I have information to try to get in his good graces. I have information on Salah. Listen, I've been outing myself on YouTube for years. There's nothing you can say about me or find on me that I haven't outed myself already. So you're gonna get real bored real quick, honeys. I know, Liliana, and they're all getting their karma. I knew this would happen. They're all getting their karma.
After burning all her bridges, moving halfway across the world, and setting 100 little fires on the internet, Chantal decided to reinsert the old records. During her stay in Kuwait, her health had declined to an all-time low. So in November 2023, we were reintroduced to the old Chantal from 2017, who would report a weight-related health crisis, then feast on unhealthy food, and ignore doctors' orders and opt for alternative treatments. Her cycle began on November 18th. She discussed her diabetes and said her blood sugar was skyrocketing.
So my blood sugars have rocketed in not that long. You know, I know I'm not taking care of my health. I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, you know, anyone with eyes can see that I'm not taking very good care of my health. All right, so here's meal number 1. Some leftover mac and cheese, that's the last of it. Had some yesterday. Bunch of chicken strips, black olives, chunk of halloumi cheese, some mayo and ketchup. And I'm gonna have that with an orange drink and some water, cold water. I made this berry crumble. Has like mixed berries and just like the crumble top. Oatmeal flour, sugar, brown sugar, and oats. Did I already say that? Butter, brown sugar, oats, and flour. Yeah. Alright, so next thing I'm eating is a can of tuna, mayonnaise, yellow mustard, salt, pepper, and some fresh dill. Lots of dill. I love it with tuna. So that's the next thing I'm eating with 2 orange drinks and some more water. Bismillah. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to eat is some corn on the cob, which was frozen. I boiled. I'm not going to eat the whole stick of butter, but I'm going to use probably a good portion with some salt. Alright, so we have here the final bit of groceries for this order. So we have 7 juices, some pomegranate, strawberry, raspberry. We have a lot of juice usually because Salah loves juice every day, and you know, when he has his friends over, they like to drink something. And we also have these for guests and for Salah. You guys can count them like you did last time, feel free. My blood sugar, when I tested it not long ago, like maybe an hour ago, and it's like maybe 11 at night, it was 239, like the same. Now insulin takes a while to work, right? I mean, it's not just one injection. I don't know. So maybe what I had for dinner, I don't know. For lunch, I'm not sure. But maybe my pancreas is just damaged and I'm eventually going to need to be on insulin. I don't know. I hope not. But I have to go back on Monday for a follow-up, and I have to record my blood sugars before I go. You know, he put me on, my medication's in the other room, but he put me on like something that's like sort of like metformin, but it's not. It's like a mix of diabetic drugs. It's tablets, and he put me on some kind of other pill that's gonna it's like a blood pressure pill, but it's like, he said sort of just like a just in case kind of thing for it's supposed to like help with the sodium level in my urine. I don't know how, but anyway.
7 days later, she did research on TikTok and found an alleged pyramid scheme company called Unicity.
But basically, I went to a seminar with Salah, and we learned, because Salah has a lot of friends who recommended this whenever whenever we talked about like my health issues and stuff. So, and then I was looking for something, and one lady I spoke to, very nice Kuwaiti lady, she healed her asthma with this herbal remedy that she purchased from here. So I might look into that as well. She literally had bad asthma since childhood, and she swears to me she has not used a puffer in a while. Now, it took a bit of time for her to get to that point in using the product every day, but eventually she just started noticing like, I forgot to take my puffer and I don't feel like I need it, so I would love that, because right now I can't even breathe. So I got the package. It's called the Feel Good package, and it comes with the Unimate and something called Slim.
In early December 2023, she decided to temporarily move back to Canada to get access to the free healthcare system and also possibly get weight loss surgery. She wasn't making as much money as she used to on YouTube, and she was concerned about Canadian rent prices.
Rent is so expensive here these days. I was looking like, my gosh. But yeah, I'm prepared for that, have everything I need for that. First and last. I haven't rented, taken care of, I haven't worried about that stuff in a while. It's like, I don't know, I feel on my own because I didn't have to worry about that stuff in Kuwait, Salah took care of that rental stuff. But me, now I have to, do it myself. And
she went to visit Peetz and his mother.
One time we hung out, she also, stopped in at my mom's.
People in the community were speculating that she was trying to get Peetz to move in with her again to help lower the rent. But before anything could be confirmed, a scandal broke out. Shortly after Christmas, less than 2 weeks after Chantal moved back to Canada, an audience member of Chantal's named Kaibella came on Twitter and posted screenshots showing that she had started flirting with Chantal's husband. In the messages, he expressed an interest in an intimate relationship with her. I don't have the stomach to relay the lascivious details of their messages. All you need to know is that Salah has a fetish for defecating and urinating on women, literally. He invited Kaibella to visit him in Kuwait while Chantal was away. After the screenshots were released, Chantal came on a live stream very angry and said she was questioning her Islamic faith.
Well, it's over. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You know what's funny? He wanted me to protect him and not go live and say that it was him. I'm not gonna talk about anything about our private relationship, but why would I protect you when you've done nothing but fuck me? Oh my god. He cheated on me. He admitted it today in a simple way with Kaibella. Kaibella, you're a trashy whore. I hope you know that. And what you did will come back to you 1,000. You'll never find love. You'll never find a man. Thank you so much. Oh, he just messaged me that. Good. You deserve it. You deserve everything. You deserve more than that. Oh, he's mad that I'm outing him. I'm never, ever, ever, ever. Man, I'm done. I'm never, ever. Oh, Kuwait arc is over. I don't even believe in God right now. Why am I wearing a hijab? I don't believe in anything anymore. And he says he didn't cheat. Sorry, babe. It was just, I have to tell you, I hate myself right now. I can't believe, please don't tell. It was only this once. Yeah, sure. Beezer pays attention to you and you do that? You're disgusting. Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't ever talk to me. Oh my god. So it's over. Who the does that? Number one, goes to somebody who's married and tries to taunt them. And his caveat. But I said I would never leave you and I love you. Yeah, you. That's what you can do with your apology. Oh my god. For me, I know I cheated in the past. And trust me, I learned my lesson. I felt like such a piece of shit. I hope you feel like now. And not just that, I never cheated since. I would never do it. Because you know what? The worst thing is you feel like you don't know the person that you were with for so long.
Well, half a day later, Chantal came back and said she loves her husband and she would make her marriage work.
So I had a decision to make. I had a lot of thinking to do. I've been unable to sleep, only thinking about it when I try to fall asleep, and just feeling alone and far away. So I'll just come right out and say I have decided to make my marriage work, and I will tell you why. Number one reason, just plain and simple, it's the fact that I love Salah. I love him on a level which I've never loved anyone before because of how he treats me. Every single emotion, no matter how corny it may have looked to some in our couples videos, they were real. Edited, yes, but real. This man opens doors for me, the car door every time we go somewhere. I've never had to open a car door. We are together 24/7 when in Kuwait, and he treats me like a queen.
Then within a day or two, she abandoned the plans to fix her health in Canada and flew back to Kuwait.
On January 3rd, it is peak return season. No wonder her flight was full. There would have been ways and means to coordinate this. You were 7,000 miles away.
So, he's saying it was just in the heat talking moment. He was lonely and...
In the heat of 12 days.
You know, whatever. And it would have never been real life, even though some of the screenshots hint at that or say that.
At the end of February, Peetz revealed that when Chantal was in Canada, she had told his mom that she had been living in Kuwait under a tourist visa and has been border hopping every 3 months to get it renewed.
Oh, well, that, she's just, hopping to another country, from what I understand. She explained to my mom that, she pops over to, Saudi Arabia? But basically, she just pops across the border for a couple days while her visa renews.
People took this information as a huge piece of evidence to the claim that Chantal is not legally married to Salah and therefore is not a resident of Kuwait. Chantal admitted to border hopping but said the laws have changed and she has a different visa status.
Border hopping? At one point, yeah. Number one, I'm not going to talk about my visa status. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything because literally it's no one's business. I don't know where the one up is in saying, oh yeah, we were right. Who cares even if it was true? Who cares what visa I'm on here? You can't just come here. At first, yeah, it was a tourist visa and I would border hop somewhere sometimes. Yes, of course. So what? What's your point? I don't know what, can you please tell me what the tea is? You don't just come here and get a visa. It's hard. They've changed the rules a lot. You don't know what my visa status is now. Even Peetz doesn't know because I haven't told him anything in a while. I used to border hop, yes. Now, I'm not telling you.
As of late February 2024, Chantal has rebranded her channel from Foodie Beauty to Everyday Mariam, which she claims is her official Muslim name. She now makes Muslim housewife content.
Hello guys, assalamu alaikum, welcome back to another video. So some of you have really liked the day in the life of a Kuwait housewife videos. No, I don't have any kids to take care of, but that's okay. I still have a household to maintain, and I have a husband, and I have pets, and I have myself to look after as well. So, yeah, I'm just going to show you a few things I do around here.
Maybe Chantal has finally found peace, and she will live on to enjoy the quiet life of a Middle Eastern housewife. Or maybe this is a lull before a new storm, as it has been tradition on her channel. I guess only time will tell.
One thing I noticed since becoming a revert is the community can be very judgmental. I used to be Catholic, okay? And as a Catholic Christian, I literally never ever had anyone, even I was a public figure, right? I never had anyone, Christian or Catholic, preach to me about the rules of Catholicism and how I'm being a bad Christian or something like that. But now as a revert, I find that the community, the Muslim community online especially, can be very judgmental. I get all the time people coming for me like Islam police, like I made a very big decision to move back to Canada.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and are interested in seeing more content from me, click the subscribe button and notification bell. My next video will be the final part of the Amberlynn Reid series. I've sort of started working on it, but I cannot give you an estimation of when it'll come out because everything depends on my schedule. Again, thank you for your support.